Libra. Heard. Hmm. Hi, Stink, your Cap Sun. Happy birthday to my Capricorns. And hello to everyone on here. We're going to be doing an energy check in, seeing what's going on in your energy, what possibly is coming for this month. And I'll also be giving just a tiny bit of astrology, just a little bit, just to kind of help with the correlating themes you could be dealing with. Hi, Sum Sum. How are you? But I was going to start with my Capricorn gang because a lot of it'll make sense. So I think I want to start with Capricorn. Just because it'll make more sense astrologically speaking. So I think tonight I will. Happy New Year. Hi, Lady 14. Happy New Year to you too. So that's where my head's at. But yeah. All right, so let's start here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start here with my Capricorns. Happy birthday to my Capricorns. We'll start with you. We'll first start with, now this is more important if you're a rising, but of course your sun sign may have some aspects to what I'm about to say. Okay, so with the Capricorn risings, this will predominantly be in your first house. So you could feel like you're having a personality identity reset. Okay, this could be a time where you're thinking a lot about who you are, your goals, what you want for yourself. This could also be a time where you're looking at your self-image, trying to find personal motivation. A lot of times when you're in your first house, you just naturally feel better. Like when it is your birth month, though, you naturally feel better. But also for the rising signs, you may be feeling a confidence boost right now. Like people are just naturally gravitating towards you. Later in January, this will be about your money, your resources, wanting security. What does security look like? So you'll be protecting what you care and value, but also how are you defining yourself? Okay, so that'll be some themes for the Capricorns, especially Capricorns risings. There could also be a lot of heavy energy around expectations and responsibilities as well. That could be something that you experience here, Capricorns. And let's see. Let's get into it. Let's get into the energy. Leo Sun. Hey, Samantha. Hello. Hi, Debbie. Nice to see you, babes. Happy New Year. Okay, so let's get into what we see for you. Yeah, kind of resembling here. You could be finding a lot of power in solitude right now, wanting to spend a lot of time alone, regaining your confidence. Some of you may be reading like self-growth, self-improvement books, ways for you to grow as well here with the power card. So some of you guys could have Leo energy as well, or just be feeling more bold, more expressive in who you are, or feeling that stuckness as you're trying to have that fierceness come out, as maybe people are not that people are adding to your pressure, but yeah, they could be when you just really want to be alone. There also could be some solitude when it comes to memories of love with a past person, but for some reason, actually, interesting enough, Capricorn, I feel like at the second half of the month, you are going to be meeting somebody. And that's not coming from astrologically speaking. I just keep picking up on an energy with you, Capricorn, that I do feel like something is coming romantic or social for you in the second half of the month. We'll be seeing maybe your money go up, okay, or being, a lot of people are showing appreciation and love for you at this time. Maybe some people are talking about past times with you and kind of boosting your confidence too. So you could be getting a lot of like pat on the backs from friends and people in your life who actually really do love you, or like you might be hearing from an old friend or someone just want to check up on you and wish you a happy birthday. Obviously, I mean, it's common, but I am feeling that. But let's get into the tarot now. What do we have going on for my Capricorn risings and sun? Capricorn gang. Libra's in the house. Hello. Hey, Dorothy. Happy New Year. Hi. What's happening for my Capricorn gang? The collective of Capricorn. Okay, it's so funny how sometimes you talk about it and then the cards also speak in the same kind of context, because we start off here with the Four of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. You could have been working to overcome sadness, kind of putting your head down and grinding or focusing on a goal of some sort, and it's taking you a while to get out of this withdrawn energy. It's kind of giving like a, there's, I feel like there's sometimes, seasonal depression. Okay, that can be a thing. And I do feel here, I pulled a card for myself for my year, and the Queen of Pentacles immediately jumped out. Ooh, I like that for you. That's a very nurturing quality, but that is someone as well with the Queen of Cups who's caring in one right, but also very focused on what needs to be done and can kind of cut through illusion and bullshit to be there, to be there for themselves and others. That's kind of like giving like the mother, the earth mother, that's kind of the energy. No, we are just starting out. Oh my God, look at my board. We are just starting out with Capricorn here. I got to erase here. Hold on. Oh my God, now that you say that. Hold on, Capricorn. My bad. Break. Actually, if someone could give me the timestamp for Capricorn, I would really appreciate that as well. I feel like there's someone here, Capricorn, when I'm looking at the energy from below. I think there's somebody here that you were really sad about. Like you knew you were going to have to remove them out of your life. Because here with the memories of love, I wonder if you were like sad about a past partner or things just not maybe working out in the ways that you wanted it to. And there's been a needing to move on from it. Hi, Brenda. Thanks for the follow, babe. Needing to move on from it. Know you have to move on from it, but also having to honor your emotions as you're going through it. And that's been a process of having to constantly work through the emotional baggage that was left behind. And I feel like you've just kind of been working through that emotion in you. Some of you could have been working also with a therapist or with a mother or a woman in your life to almost like help you through this. Maybe you've been talking to certain women in your life who've also been able to like persevere and kind of guide you out of lulls. I'm hearing lulls. I don't know how to explain what your lull is, because your lull seems like something of a withdrawn energy. Like I just don't care and I don't have the energy for it kind of attitude here. The lineup is Capricorn through Sagittarius, okay? But here with the Nine of Pentacles, see, you are working through it by honoring your emotions, but to some degree. So by working through these emotions that you've been feeling, you will be Happy New Year, DNR. Happy New Year. You will be working through whatever sadness or emotions were coming up. I feel like there is a part of you that's been gentle on yourself, been caregiving to others, been honest to others and compassionate, but it's also standing okay with where you are. So I feel here with the Nine of Pentacles, this is what they were talking about, like the confidence and the energy of feeling more grounded in who you are. Well, here you come in working on, getting yourself maybe even financially to a place where you can feel comfortable enough. It seems like you've been working on that. But again, there also has been a need to work on acknowledging our own emotions. So I do see that here. With the Magician card to the King of Pentacles, your money's going to be looking real good. Okay, because in that second half, right, at the second half of the month, you go into the second house. And so your money or your financial situation is changing. Even some of you could be getting a raise, or you guys could be getting a promotion at work possibly. But I feel like if it's not that, like if you're self-employed, then you're coming up with like new ways of making money. Or maybe you started last year, like you start at some point at last year working on a project, but the money that you're going to be getting from the effort you put in will be like at the end of this month or something of that nature. With the Sun card, you're going to be really happy in expressing yourself. And I feel like you're going to be feeling very secure in who you are by the end of the month. You're going to be feeling really, really happy with where you stand. And it's all because of the energy you did. Like, you did this work. Nobody did it for you, Capricorn. You did it. You put in the work. You saw the growth. You saw the change. And that's all that matters. And that's all that matters. Okay. So that is what I'm seeing here. I see your money looking hella good. All these pentacle energy. I feel like, again, you may be withdrawing from people at the first half of the month. Towards the second, you may be more focused on expressing your identity outward. And how do I do that authentically? So there could be something of that nature, like in your mind, like, how do I express myself, not just my brand or not just my persona? It's how do I express my identity? I feel like you want to be recognized for the work that you do, not just the creation of it. That's something here. Anything else for my Capricorns? I feel like in the past there were arguments. People didn't see your creative vision. And you were like, well, I'm going to believe in my vision regardless. Hi, Joyce. Hello. I'm going to believe in my vision regardless of what you say. And it's because you believed in whatever you're creating or yourself. Okay, because people will be testing your limits or have been testing your limits, and you're going to stand in your own identity with that creativity card and cut through the illusion with your courage and insight of, I got a good idea, I believe in what I'm creating, and I'm going to do it anyways, right? And so this is also going to help you move through, and you're going to see a lot of financial success here. I'm not getting too much on love, if I'm going to be honest, but let's pull something on love here. What can you tell me about love for my Capricorns? Oh. Thank you, Debbie. Okay, so here with the, you could be feeling that you're a little bit defensive when it comes to love. I feel like there is somebody here with the Star card where you may be wanting hope, or to maybe try to go back to somebody, or there's somebody on your mind. But when you think about the past, you think about an argument, or you think about a conversation that was last had that just really, a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of it was kind of like they were aggressive in their exchange with you, and you're really not looking to cross that bridge, but you're wondering if it could. There's something like that, like someone's thinking that way about you. Hi, Paul. I'm not doing personals right now. Thank you, Brenda, for the follow. Thank you. You fear commitment at this time. I don't know. Honestly, when it comes to love, I feel like there's somebody on your mind. But right now, maybe you're worried that they're fearing commitment, or you are, and it's not. I think you have more doubt than faith. And that is something, there's fear and faith, and it's a question of which one are you going to choose. Are you committed to the faith of it, or are you committed to the fear? And it seems like fear's plaguing you. You might try to work on it slowly with this person and see if, you guys can maybe take responsibility. It's funny because even in this deck, the Knight goes to the King. So maybe there's somebody here you're trying to work it out with slowly, but you're not going to be pushing it. So I see this moving slow because there's some stalemate energy on working together. And I feel like it's on your side. So that's what I'm seeing for you right now, but that could change when you change. Dealing with Aquarius here, Taurus, I'm seeing Pisces. Okay. We also have here Virgo, Cancer, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Virgo again, and Gemini. All right, so that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Now we're going to move on to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Or do I start with Sag? Do I go Sag? Let me go Sagittarius because I think that'll make more sense. So I'm going to go to Sagittarius here for this. Yeah. All right. So we're going to start with, let's go Sagittarius actually. All right, so 1 minute and 10 seconds. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wait, I did that one. All right, Sagittarius is going to go next. Oh, you're an Aquarius. Okay, I'm going to do Aquarius at the end because it makes more sense astrologically than to, yeah, so it makes more sense to go Sagittarius next astrologically. All right, we're at 16 minutes and let's give it 30 seconds. I want to close my lid, but it won't close. Okay. Well, we're going from Capricorn all the way to Aquarius at the end. So let's see, Saggy, Scorpio, Libra. Yeah, so like it's going to be a while, like 5 more to Leo about. All right, so we're going to start next with Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is for you. This will, at the first week, you're going to be having it in your second house. So this is going to be a lot about your own value and your beliefs on yourself, around your money. Your money and your value kind of go hand in hand. So you could be struggling with your own beliefs around your self-worth based off the money you make. There could be some questioning on that or realigning or focusing on that. Money will definitely be there. So you're going to be really questioning also on your stability too. Sometimes with the second house, we're thinking about our stability as well. And then late in January, that's when you're sharing your ideas with others, you're connecting, you're communicative, because that's when it'll be in your third house. So you'll be very communicative with others, maybe more talkative. Also, there could be you're either teaching people or you're learning from others at that time. But I do see in the first half, you could be going quiet and hustling. And in the second half, more open and social. Okay. It could even start slow right at the first half of your month and then end fast. Whereas like for instance, Capricorns, it's the opposite. It's like it starts quiet and then it ends really it ends more stabilizing. So Capricorns could feel something intense and then it change. Okay. All right, Carol, I'll see you soon. So let's see what we got going on for you. I think I actually want to do the tarot first. I know I didn't start with that, but I want to now. All right, so let's see what's happening for my Sagittariuses in their energy. Energy check-in for Sagittarius for January. Hi, Donna. Sagittariuses. What else do we see here for my Sagittarius energy? Thank you for liking the live, Morgamy. I hope I said your name right. I didn't get your, oh, there you're hiding. Okay. I think you're dealing with something, Sagittarius, that you're not really talking about. I feel like you're frustrated with this hangman in the reverse. I feel that there is some frustration here, and you're trying to be resilient, okay, with the strength card, and let the tides pass you by, so to speak. And I feel like you feel that you may be going through a trial period, especially financially. There could be some financials or situations that are blocking you from where you want to be or what you're trying to do. You could be lacking energy or motivation, even though your mind's in it too. Oh, it's Morgan. Okay, Morgan. Hi, Morgan. Thank you. So, yeah, you could be here struggling a little bit at the beginning to get your priorities straight or focus. But with the King of Wands, you have this idea, you have an excitement going on and in a vision that you want to assert yourself in, but it's not ready yet, or it's not working the way you've planned with the hangman in reversed. Okay. So things may not work out the way you plan and envision it to go. And you may be hermiting here or going quiet. You may even be going quiet on other people, could be going quiet on a fellow air fire sign or an earth sign here. The signs I'm seeing predominantly strong: Leo, Aries, Pisces, and Virgo. So you could be, going quiet on somebody here who you feel a very magnetic draw to. But again, there's things that are coming up. I need a little bit more here. There are things coming up that are taking you away, especially romantically, from somebody, because you need to focus. You need to focus. I feel like you're really trying to stabilize yourself and it doesn't feel as stable as you'd like it to. Four of Swords, Eight of Cups, you're going quiet because you don't have the energy, or you're emotionally withdrawing because you may need rest. Okay, this could be bed rest. Your body may be saying, hey, I'm tired. Okay, I need a break. Even your body may be speaking to you, and your emotions may be speaking to you as well, like crying out of nowhere for kind of like no reason here. It's giving, or just feeling so depleted, such a heavy energy lingering around your identity of worth. And you could be just having I need a rest. I need a rest. I need a break. That's all I keep hearing, because I'm just exhausted emotionally and physically. I feel like you've put your all into something, okay? With the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, it's like you put all your energy into something that when it comes to other things in your life, you're struggling to find the motivation. And with the Nine of Cups, you have this wish or this dream that you're envisioning, but it's not the right time. So this could be saying to you, as just like a heads up, prepare right now. Prepare and focus on the things you want, but it doesn't mean you have to do it all. Like Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your success or what you're envisioning for, okay? I feel like this is more about career or identity in self or self-worth. I'm sorry, Morgan. What is your zodiac sign? I'm sorry to hear that. Sometimes but you know what though? Crying is a great release, because it means that your body needs a release, right? And so you're just listening to your body. Oh, you're a Sagittarius. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's what I'm saying. I feel like there's something that there's a lot of, you feel internal pressure, but also maybe outside pressure too. And it's all just a lot of pressure weighing on you. Let's see here. What else? And before we get into love, this is just general. Okay, so prosperity is going to begin at the start, at the root. So maybe at home, right? Like you want things to be more open and joyous, and you're hopeful that it'll get there. That's something will grow for you. You may have had to make hard decisions in the past I'm getting 2 to 3 months. I feel like actually something about your birthday month, November, something about November specifically. You might have had to make really hard decisions in November. Or you took a chance in November, something around November, that catapulted December fast. And January is kind of like, what seeds are you going to plant for yourself Sagittarius. And how are you, when you plant your seeds, are you growing them in light, or are you hiding out, needing that energy, needing that light, right? Like you're almost like staying here in the dark, wanting to be quiet, wanting to hide away. But it's in that preparation time, again, focus on, life force energy requires sun, right? Like when you think about growing your seeds, it requires the nutrition of light energy. So some of you guys need to move your body, need to move. Some of you guys need rest, but you know what you need, but your seeds aren't growing because there's something missing. Tell me about that. Intuitively, you know what's needed to see things grow into a positive situation. So your intuition could also be leveling up here as well. You'll get introspection, okay? Like things will be illuminated for you. So let's see what's happening with the love situation as well. Love. You're letting go of a manipulative person in your life, someone who was manipulating you, always had a really good, always was very good with their words. Could be dealing with a Virgo, Gemini, or Pisces, someone who I feel like maybe to you was a pretender, or they were just always making sure they got what they needed out of it. Very could feel even control, like they're not hands-on controlling. That's the thing. It's like the way that this person controlled wasn't hands-on. It was like a hands-off control, if that makes sense. Hi Libra. Hello, hello. Libra's 2 away, so hang tight. So here with the Hermit with the Page of Pentacles being in reverse, something could not be fully actualized due to the lack of energy or disorganization around it, I'm feeling. And things just weren't. Oh, thank you for the 2026. Yes, emotional control could be here too. Here with the Page of Pentacles in reversed, it's giving that the situation is not growing into what you thought it could be. And that's just it. It's like it's not truly what you desired, right? And so if it didn't work out, there's something in your alignment where you're actually wanting more. And intuitively, with the light being here, you need something more positive and uplifting. And behind all the pain or the hurt, deep down, you know that there's something better coming for you. And you just know that right now it's not your time. And that's why it's saying, hey, go within, work on yourself, nurture yourself, take care of yourself, work, do the work, whether it's internal work or some of you guys it's just working at this time. Because the more that you try to put an effort into love right now, the more it could be making you feel out of sorts with yourself, because these people are showing you that what's wrong with me when there's actually like nothing wrong with you, Sagittarius. So I feel like if there are connections, they're not nurturing enough, or there's something missing where it really can't grow. And I think there's this awareness of it too. Like you're kind of somewhere in between where you're like, I don't know, but that's what I say. When you don't know, that's the sign. I don't know is not a good sign when you're trying it with somebody. It's okay to say, hey, I don't know where it's going and I'm enjoying this process. But for you, it's not, it's an I don't know. I'm feeling insecure, like, I'm feeling unwanted. I'm feeling alone, and I get anxious in your energy that something is telling me like it's not going to work. And it's that always not knowing where you stand with someone. That's not good. Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if that's how somebody's making you feel, then reclaim your energy back to yourself, because you have so much more to give. And I feel like that's why this light energy is coming and this intuition's in here, because it's saying like, look what's behind. Look what's behind her, that sun, right? That vitality. Your vitality, if you have children, that might be your spark. That might be the spark in you that if some of you do have children, that may be where you need to place your focus. But I also feel like focusing on yourself might also need to be the priority. Like if you've been giving and giving to everyone else, then, you need to also give to yourself and do something that makes you happy as well. But I feel like here with the Empress, that's conception, conceiving, sensing, sexual attraction. Your sexual attraction is going to spark the more that you let them kind of do their thing and you go find something that makes you feel a better sense of feeling with a person or with, hi, Jonathan. Yeah, we are on Sagittarius. I feel like there's a knowing, right? Like there's just like this inner knowing that there's a sense that I need to remove myself from this person. And I think you're right. I think you need to focus on yourself. Not saying you have to make a definite answer, but I feel like this is a month for you, at least the first half. And then I feel like maybe as you get towards the end of the month with the third house, you can start like kind of communicating more. But first 2 weeks, you might be wanting to go quiet. And then you'll start to sense, like they're going to be wanting more out of you. And you're going to, maybe be more open at that time. All right, so that is what I'm seeing for you. Signs you could be dealing with. I see Virgo, Capricorn, strong earth energy here, Libra. Virgo, Gemini, Pisces. Oh, you have Sagittarius in the 7th house. Hi, Virgo gang. Yeah, I would give it the space it's needed. I feel like do what you know because the intuition card is here for you. So I feel like you're going to have a really good head on your shoulders of what's the right decision anyways. But I think maybe for the first 2 weeks, you give it space if you need it. Your man is a Libra. Okay, so Virgo, Libra. How does that work? How does that one work out for you? Yours is a Pisces. Ooh, Sagittarius, Pisces. Okay. My year's going good so far. Like panicking already. It's going great. No, I've been spending a lot of time with family, enjoying my time. So it's been good. I'm excited for 2026. I have a good feeling about 2026. I really do. I at least I hope so. But I have a good feeling. Ooh, much younger. Get it. Okay. Signs you could be dealing with here. We have Pisces. We have Leo, Virgo, Aries, Leo again. So that is what I'm seeing there. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. Welcome, welcome. Yes, make sure it's all about like feeling, what is the feeling I want to feel and attaching ourselves to that feeling. Then, I'm not saying ignore your emotions, but I feel like you have a good head on your shoulders of what to do. So don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you down. This is my year as an Aquarius. I claim that. Yes. I love that. Okay, so we are going to move on to, oh God, we're going to Scorpio next. We're going to Scorpio town, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Obviously, the rising sign will have more importance in these reads just a little bit. Your sun sign can too. But yeah, I feel like 2026 is going to be good. I don't know why. I just feel it. Sam, you're Scorpio rising. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to get started with Scorpio. Scorpio moon. Okay. Heard. All right. Scorpio. Let me get a sip. All right, so Scorpios, we are seeing for you that this will be at the first half of the month. This will be in your 3rd house. Okay, so this will be in conversating with people. Could be a mental overload for you energetically, as it is going to be in your 3rd and 4th house. throughout the month. So first half, it's going to be very communicative. And then towards even the end, it's going to be dealing with a lot of family, or the whole month, it could be feeling like a lot of home matters. You could even be moving in the middle of the month too, which could be kind of chaotic for some of you. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of conversations, feeling very mentally overloaded, maybe feeling very busy mentally. And then in the fourth, at the end of the month, again, it could be needing to rest, needing to stay at home, wanting to ground yourself, okay? So that is what I'm seeing here. Debbie! Debbie's not responding to Jonathan. Okay, so let's see here what we got going on for Scorpio. So I think what really is going to happen is like a busy mind, and then end of the month, like feeling like an emotional retreat or reset, okay? So let's see what we got going on for you. Scorpio gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Does she give you a hard time? She may be in Bible study. All right. I feel like this is what it's saying. Like mentally, you're done. Like mentally, Scorpio, I feel like you are just off. Like people may be talking to you, but you're not fully processing what they're saying. It's kind of like you're so stuck on whatever you're dealing with internally, and then you're having a hard time maybe seeing the problem or making a decision at this time. It's like, I don't know what to do. I'm stressed. You could be stressed, okay, at the beginning of the month. Especially when it comes to work, right? Like it's like you get off from the holidays or the vacation time, and then you see all the emails, everything you have to do, trying to put in the work, trying to put in the effort, and just feeling like, oh my God, there's so much I have to do to maintain what I've been doing, right? So it could feel a little frustrating, like you really have lost like for instance, let's say you were dealing with like a workout routine. This is just a hypothetical. And like you've been really focusing on that routine of working out and going for walks. And then, you spent your holidays eating, it's really cold outside, and now you kind of loosened your grip. So you're just like, all the effort I have to redo, or the work I have to do, and creating my plan, my workout plan, my eating plan, all these things I need to do. Yet there's still people wanting to talk to you, spending time with you, wanting your energy. And I feel here with the 10 of Pentacles, I think you've also been enjoying that energy. Maybe you've been enjoying the social invitations a little bit more than you have in the past, right? That could be here that you were enjoying your time with others. You were feeling a sense of security as you were, like I feel like you do feel like you were enjoying that time. But it's also like there's so much I have to do at work or at home, or things I have to do for myself, and feeling like I'm enjoying this 9 of Cups. I'm enjoying my time with others, but I'm also like stressed the hell out because I still have things I need to do. Also, socially, you could be really enjoying your time even with friends and family. Like I just feel like you're a little bit of a social butterfly at the first half of the month here. Let's see what else. I think you've been really enjoying yourself. Yep. Yeah, I feel like your home life could be been very right, achievements in your foundation could have been very, very enjoyable, or spending time at home could be very enjoyable, but things may be moving at a rapid speed. Like everything's happening so fast, I can't catch up. Like every day's going by so fast for me. right, or like your vacation time went by fast, or the holiday season went by too fast. So it's like, okay, wait, I can't grab hold. Again, passion may be ignited. I wonder if this is romantically. Let's see. A romantic connection could be going fast. Things could be happening fast in this connection for you. Let's see what's happening romantically for my Scorpios right now. Yeah, you might be working on it with somebody slowly, but you also feel like something also has been confusing within the connection. You could be working on it with somebody or trying to work it out with somebody, but confused on how to move forward in the next step of a relationship. Okay, Scorpio, especially if you're in a relationship. I'm not talking about obviously if you're single. If you're single, you could be enjoying a lot of options, couple options. You could be going out with a couple people if you're single and kind of seeing which one's the most realistically going to work with you. Okay, so you could be talking to a couple people romantically and not knowing which one you want to choose here. But with the Ten of Swords to the World card, I feel like you also realize something needs to end. Like the options need to get slimmer, and I want to integrate more with somebody as the month continues. So it could be like a deepening of a relationship. So in the beginning, it could start out really fun and just getting to know a couple people. And then towards the end of the month, you're like, okay, actually, like, I want to drop some of my options. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. You could also just be very, very stressed out. And feeling like I need time to myself. I want time to myself. So that could be. Oh yeah, what did you think of that video? That's so funny. You saw that? Is it Rachel? 4 cups, 10 of wands. Yeah, you could be feeling really stressed at the first half. I keep getting that. And then wanting to reach out to someone because you want emotional. I feel like you want cuddling or you want like emotional closeness, okay? And communicating that you'd like to see somebody. So I see that also like at the end of the month. It was spot on. Oh, really? What did they? It was the what did they not say the last time they saw you? Oh, I'm glad you. I'm glad that you saw that video. That one was a little bit ago, but I'm glad it resonated for you. Are you a Scorpio? Signs you could be dealing with could be a Virgo here. We also have, honestly, that's all I'm seeing. So really could be any sign. Don't get too caught up in the signs, but I am seeing Virgo predominantly. All right, so that is what I'm seeing for you. I feel like you're a little stressed. But again, everything will kind of, I feel like this month's going to go by really fast for you. And don't forget to, like, if you need something and you feel passionate about it, Scorpio, go after it. Go for it. Okay, yeah, don't text and drive. Never, Debbie. That's good. Don't do that. All right, so that's what I got for Scorpio energetically here. Thank you for the finger heart. Thank you, thank you. All right, we are moving on now to Libra risings, Libra suns, the collective of my Libra gangs. Carly, are you in the chat? Some's a Libra rising. Hey. All right, Libra risings. I was like, wait, what is the number? Okay. Let's do 4459. Ooh, you have a Libra Venus. I love that. What is your sun sign, Lady 14? Okay, so first in the first half of the week, Libra, or the first 2 weeks to three, you're going to be dealing with a lot of family matters. Could have been really exhausted by family in the first half of January, or will be. It'll still be going on. Maybe things from that happen even on the holidays. There could be strong emotional exhaustion. I'm getting. I don't know why, but I'm getting emotional exhaustion also as well. You're a Libra sun. Okay, Miss Rhonda. So you could be thinking a lot about your family. You might be contemplating wanting emotional safety from your family, and then at the same time wanting alone time from your family and wanting to disengage. So you might be feeling like your scales need to balance there. But I do think family will be very aspected at the beginning of this month. As you go towards the end of the month, it gets exciting because that is when you get into the fifth house, which is all about your creativity, joy, even romance for some of you that are single. So that's when the play comes in, or you get to express yourself creatively. So yeah, home, and your safety and security may be coming up first for you within your roots and your family, and then in the second half, that's when you get to really shine and show your creativity a little bit more. All right, so let's see what we got going on for my Libra gang, Libra risings, Libra moon, and I feel that Libra Venus. We got a lot of Libran energy. Oh, you're a Virgo sun. Nice. Libra sun, Libra rising. Okay, let's see what's happening for my Libra, my collective of Libra in January. Oh, you're going to be traveling towards the end of the month. Beautiful. Are you a Libra rising? Oh, no. Yeah, you are Libra rising. Yes. Some's a Libra rising. Ooh, I love this energy. Okay. So, yeah, I really like this so far, Libra. So we start the month with the King of Cups. Maybe you're trying to keep the tension, keep the peace, ride the emotional waves if they've been coming, and learning how to center yourself, finding your center, finding, right? The King of Cups in some other tarot decks, he's like kind of on top of a wave or over a wave. I've seen in some, and it's kind of like, I feel like that's the energy, like riding the emotional waves, Libra, and being, instead of being in between them or letting them crash, or rising above them and floating on top. So I feel like other people may be having a lot of emotional outbursts or emotional tension, and you're kind of just riding with their wave and not taking it on. I feel like, you're keeping your peace, finding your peace, and you're highly intuitive at this time, and you're able to diffuse any tension. So if someone's trying to start something, it's like, I feel like you're keeping it quiet or not really engaging. So yeah, you're like, no, I'm going to choose my battles. This is not one I'm going to, get into. Okay. You're also traveling. Amazing. With the Three of Cups, I really do feel like you're really enjoying your time with family. This is great. Three of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. This is a time where you're really feeling secure within family, enjoying time being social with your family members, and really feeling like a culmination of a sense of comfort. Maybe even spending this quality time with your family. You're finding, this is how I've wanted our family to feel like or be. And you feel like you're allowing things to flow in your life. So it's feeling really, really good within family. Could be spending time with even relatives outside of just like your own family, like your cousins, your distant cousins, maybe even like you might be connecting with people outside of just your brothers, your sisters, your parents. But some of you guys, it is just that. But regardless, like, you guys could be doing things more socially with people you feel already secure around and you can be yourself with. And that feels really great to be around, but then, as I said, that emotional energy, like I need to move away from it. And then that Eight of Cups comes. I feel like this comes mid-month. You have a family reunion on Saturday. No way. I think you're going to really enjoy it. I think you're going to really enjoy your time being social and feeling, it's just good when you already have a natural comfort with people who know you and get you. Whereas, like, when you're dealing like with strangers or people who don't know you, you're always worried about saying the wrong thing. It's like, I don't care. You're my family. I can say what I want. Like, or you're going to love me anyways. You know what I'm saying? So I think you have at least that natural comfort of people who understand you to a degree. But here with the Eight of Cups, at some point this month, I think you're going to be feeling like I need my solitude. I need to withdraw. I need to fulfill myself in this process. And I've really enjoyed spending my time with all you. I got to do what's best for me. And then we see this beautiful Ace of Wands coming out, which means I need to get excited again. Also, it's like if some of you are single, okay, as well, Libra, it could be here that you're just like, I spent all this time seeing family members who are in partnerships or have children and have family. And I'm starting to realize what matters to me with the Ace of Wands. And I'm really excited to maybe put myself out there and feel more confident about myself and what I can give. Like even maybe with being around someone of your family members, they've almost helped you boost your confidence in believing in yourself or your creative expression and putting it out there. I feel like you will be putting out your creative expression more outwardly and letting yourself shine and be seen. And yes, it's gonna you need a minute, but then I feel like you push your fears behind you and you just move towards feeling more confident, feeling more ambitious to go after what you want. Because with that Sun card, that's all about your vitality and your energy and what you have to give. So just make sure that you're emotionally taking time out for yourself before you give to others, though, because I do see you kind of getting exhausted a little bit. You feel like you're on a grind machine, but at the same time, you have the energy for it. It's showing you do. So let's see what's happening romantically for you at this time. Oh. Oh, that's awful. Sorry, Miss Rhonda, to hear that. All right, what do we see for love for my Libras? There could have been a lot of insecurities in how you see yourself, feeling outcasted, feeling like, why am I being left? Feeling like, why am I not included in things? Could have been felt kind of isolated, whether that was you or others. I feel like that stress is moving away from you and you're just becoming more excited. You're putting your excitement out there when it comes to love instead of being, I'm hearing like, why me? Instead of wondering why me, it's like, why not me? Right? Changing the thought, why not me? Instead of why not? It's like, like, why not me? Instead, it's like, it's always me. It's always going to be me because I choose myself every day. That's why it's me. It's like, not why me in a negative way, but why wouldn't it be me? Duh. Of course it's me. Right? So, like, changing that expression. Yeah, King of Cups again. Right? Rising that tension between yourself. Like, we all naturally, I'm not saying you're no Libra here, I'm saying is insecure. When I say insecure, it's like you could be dealing with thoughts of feelings of doubts within yourself, right? And so those doubts within ourselves, sometimes they project outwardly, but I feel like you're able to, with that score, like with this King of Cups here, it's being able to balance out your energy. And even if you feel, sometimes it's also like, this is a highly intuitive card where sometimes we let other people's energy reflect outwardly. And Libras are very good at, hi, light and dark, hello. Also, sometimes when Libras are very good at seeing what they like in others and then projecting that outwardly. So maybe you hanging out with other family members who maybe have some kind of confidence or energy you like, you kind of take on that energy and you exude that out. Libras are very good at like taking other people's energies and exuding them. They're very, very good at that. I've even talked to some Libras who say that they like would watch movies and stuff and watch kind of like characters they liked, and then kind of be able to like put that energy into like their own, right? Which I thought that was so interesting when a Libra told me. I was like, huh, I never thought about that, like, I never thought about it like that, or wanting to do that off a movie character. But, that's really like, that was such an interesting perception, because I just have never been like, I want that personality, so I'm going to behave like that. It's like, I already thought my personality was already made up. So I just was like, I don't know. I never thought about wanting to be a character, So I was like, huh, like who, like, I don't know. I just never thought about it, but that was such a cool concept. And I've heard other Libras, um, say not that particularly, but have said that they've put on a mask for people. And it always kind of brought me back to this one person who said they would watch characters and kind of start to take that energy on. And I was like, huh. Like, I never thought about it like that. But yeah, with the Four of Cups here, that could be something you're doing, like seeing all your family members and seeing them express themselves and be so natural and comfortable. You're almost like taking that energy when you go out, when you're dating. You're finding that confidence just naturally because you were able to do that with your family members. So now when you go out there, you might be able to exude that energy because you got comfortable around others, that was kind of like you being able to recalibrate. So when you go out and you meet new people, especially if you're dating, that confidence has still lingered from hanging out with others. We mirror people. Yes, yes. I didn't want to say it. I just needed a Libra to say it first, Rhonda, because some Libras get very offended by this. So I was like, I'm gonna wait and see if any Libras say it, and then if they say it, I will say it because a Libra said it. But yes, I do think you guys mirror people. So, but then it said here, Marmar, it said, "Dang, I do that and dream about it. I'm in the show or movie. Maybe it's a Libra quality, like to because you're a Libra moon." It's fun. I'm sure that's like a fun thing, to do that. No wonder Libras are my friend. They want my good energy. Sometimes Libras, though, I mean, Libras are really optimistic and extremely like likable in that way. Where I mean, because right, like sometimes like Libras have been more optimistic, especially compared to a Virgo. I will call Virgo on that. Like sometimes y'all are not optimistic. So like having that Libra there may help you think more positively at the same time. Cause like, I mean, I'm a Virgo too, so like I'm not just my Virgos, but at the same time they could help you maybe think better about yourself because, maybe trying to make you think more optimistically. She said that's true, yeah. I would like to manifest my inner Will Ferrell and Danny McBride. That's funny. Yeah, so I think you're gonna get more excited about it, but you may, as you're starting to date and put yourself out there, don't let other people's energy be your reflection. Okay, because you are excited. I feel like right now you feel really good. That fifth house energy is all about expression and excitement, and you're gonna be feeling really good, especially towards the end of the month. So if someone else is feeling like, you know, winter blues, you have to also like again with that king of cups, decipher and cut through it, and that's the people you may be pulling away from. It's like anything that makes me feel blah or meh, I'm disengaging, right? And I think you might be doing that romantically as well. But I do see something exciting coming around, but maybe you're still not fully, you're kind of somewhere in between. Okay, so you may be starting to feel excited and then falling back to some sadness or some doubt. And Page of Cups, that's when there could be somebody new coming in, giving you some more openness to think more positively about your romantic life. Okay, being receptive to new opportunities, that's a choice. I can only say what the cards are saying. It's a choice to be receptive to love. It's a choice to be more loving in romantic partnerships. And I do see, though, heartfelt communication coming that leaves you more excited. So you get to set the tone too. All right, Cindy, Pisces. Pisces is going to be close to last, second to last. So just hang in there, Cindy. Cindy, are you also a Cancer, though? Or no? Yeah, you guys adapt. That's true. You're a Virgo moon. Oh, awesome. I'm seeing a lot of Virgo Libra placements here. No, you're not? Okay. There was another Cindy who was a Cancer, I thought. But you're a Libra. You're a Pisces. Sorry. You have Libra? I feel like I've seen you on here before, but maybe I'm tripping. Power. Be in your power. Be in your energy. That's giving the sun energy. Full expression of yourself, okay? Full expression of your identity, of your energy, okay? Like, let that shine. Yeah. Feel more I feel like you're going to be feeling way better. Way better. All right, than you have been if you've been feeling down, Libra. Annalise, hi. Aries. Aries is a little bit away. I think we're about 5 away from Aries. So I see things, you feeling in your power, you feeling an energetic shift, you feeling, yeah. I wonder where Neptune was for my Pisces gang, because that could have also done something. Yeah, you're going to be feeling a huge transformational shift in your energy. You're just going to be feeling more like, this is my year. I'm excited. F 2025. Like, you are just going to be feeling really good about this year. No, Cindy. Okay, never mind. Happy New Year's, William. Hi. Choose wisely. There'll be a couple paths you can choose from, but I feel like do the ones that make you feel a sense of lightness and a sense of assurance in whatever you're doing. Like, nothing that feels like, I don't know, then just don't. It's a no. Again, if you're confused, if you feel like, don't do it, Libra. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you. Really good Libra. I became really good energy for my Libras recently, and I remember a couple months ago, it was just not the case. Not the case. Signs you could be dealing with a Leo. You could have a Leo placement. Scorpio energy as well. Scorpio. Yep, that's what I'm seeing here. It's your year to shine. I do think Libra's going to have a good year. I'm not even going to say that because I'm so over 2025. I think a lot of us are. Okay, so let's see what's happening for my Virgo gang. Virgo risings, this is more for you, but the suns, the moons, the Venuses could feel some of that Virgo energy, okay? So for Virgo, especially if you have Libra, just because Libra and Virgo will be having some similarities there. But we're going to get started. Hold on. All right, Virgo gang. So at the first half of your month, Virgo, it'll be in your 5th house, which will be a lot about your hobbies, your fun, your creativity. And for some of you, even dating. Okay, this could be a really good time for you to date, especially in the first half of this month. You could be flirting with somebody. You could even just be feeling more confident in yourself, like your energy is just feeling more rebooted. Okay, so you may be finding a hobby that really interests you, that kind of maybe makes you meet new people. Maybe you're just putting yourself out there and feeling more expressive. At the end of the month, we are going to the 6th house, which is Virgo's house. Is the house of Virgo, responsibilities, work, habits, discipline. So yeah, starts fun, ends practical for Virgo. Okay? Starts fun, ends practical. Because it's feeling like, yeah, it's feeling here like you're going to feeling very expressive, fun, and then work demands and work life will be knocking on your door. Okay, bing, bing. So that is what I'm seeing so far for my Virgo gang. Oh, thanks, Annalise, for the heart me and the awesome. Thank you, guys. So let's see here. What's happening for my Virgos, my Virgo gang? Yeah, this is all giving work for Virgo. I'm a lover. I'm sorry, Johnny. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Virgo gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thanks, Annalise. I appreciate you. Oh, no, Virgo. What is this? Oh, no. I don't like that. Huh. Okay. Okay, so at the beginning of this month, Virgo, your reading is really, really juicy. At the beginning of this time, you're feeling really secure in yourself, in your work, in what you do. You are maybe even feeling like this is a great time for you to reach a goal. Maybe you're trying to be more disciplined, okay, and wanting to focus on trusting yourself around your dreams and turning your dreams into a reality, okay? Wanting to hustle. I feel like you're wanting to hustle. I think there's a lot of new opportunities, especially in work for you, okay, and your career. But there's also a part of you that really wants to enjoy your time and your energy and wants to be happy and do things that make you happy, right? With the 10 of Cups being here. So this seems like you want to be around people that you enjoy spending your time with, but needing to and you want to invest in that. You want to invest in your happiness or spending time with friends, family, dating, even if you're single. You want to invest in it, but you need to balance out your energy. And there could be a knowing inside of you that you're not taking the responsibility you need to be. And that's why at the end of the month, you're like, I need to get my priorities straight. Some of you guys could be spending too much at the beginning of the month and then at the end of the month being like, what the fuck? I need to get myself together. I need to get myself together. Okay. So there could be not taking responsibility, not taking accountability for yourself. And in that way, you could be needing to be very honest with yourself. I want to see what the 7 of Swords is about really quick. What is this Justice in reverse to the 7 of Swords? Kind of. Okay, this is not going to be for every Virgo, but it's going to be for someone out there. So, Virgo, you have somebody. I said, what is the Seven of Swords about? Somebody's been lying to you in a friend group or in a social situation. I'm sorry, I'm just going to call it out. There's someone here who could have been lying or has been deceiving you this whole time, okay? With the Seven of Swords to the Justice card here with the Three of the Cups and the Page of Swords. Someone here has been not appearing as who they say they are and has been lying, and you will find out who this is. If not, you have somebody stalking you or in your energy who keeps watching you and is like obsessed with you. So there's someone here lying about who they are or pretending to be somebody they're not. And you might find out who this is through a friend or yeah, you will find it out. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Wands. I don't know how long it's going to take you to find this out, but there is somebody in your energy who's lying, fake, and you will find it out. Knight of Pentacles to the Six of Wands. So someone here is lying. It could even be that they're lying that they like you, Virgo. It doesn't have to be a bad lie. It could be someone's crushing on you in a friend group and is lying about their feelings about you. Okay. Here with the High Priestess, you may have an awareness of who this is or what this is. Okay, you may have a feeling of who this is or what this is, but someone here is really watching you hard right now. And here with the Lovers card to the World and the High Priestess, it seems here like someone deep down wants to come together with you or wants to be with you, but is kind of lying about their feelings towards you right now or lying about how they feel about you romantically. So there could be somebody here who's like playing in your face, acting like they don't care or acting like they just want to be friends. They don't want to just be friends, Virgo. They don't. Okay, so romantically, I'm picking up on someone who's kind of like blurring the lines or just saying, I just want to be friends, but they don't want to be friends. Okay. But I see work being very successful for you, Virgo. Okay. And if somebody wants to be honest and tell you their truth, with the Queen of, could be dealing with a Libra here, Queen of Swords, Justice card in reversed, Libra energy. It's up to themselves to be honest and true. Like that's not up for you to fill in those gaps. So, only person they're hurting is in themselves. But you also could hear of, yeah. So I just feel like, again, you're focusing on your work, you're staying successful, you're grinding, put your head down. When you get towards the end of the month, you're going to grind, you're going to put your head down, and you're going to do the work. Okay. Deep down, you have a feeling like something is up. You know something's off, and you know something's been weird. And I think it'll come together. You'll know. You know, Virgo. I don't need to say it. I think you already know. With the High Priest being there, you know. There's something inwardly where you've been feeling off or you've been feeling weird, whether it's with a friend group. It could be with a group of friends, but I also could think it could be about one or two people where you're just like, you're sussing. You're sussing. So, yeah, but see, reward and recognition, that's that 6 of Wands. Just do the work. Don't worry about the bullshit or the middle shit. Like, just put your head down and do the work. It don't matter. It does not matter. That stuff is an illusion. What matters is how you act, how you respond, and if somebody's crushing on you and they don't want to talk about it, like, that's not your problem either. Don't get in your head about, ooh, do they like me? Who do they not? Who cares? If they're not coming out, they're a coward, right? Like, I don't have time for that. We don't have time for sheep. No, you don't. Triumph. Wow, Virgo. Like, I don't know what this is, but recognition, reward, and triumph. You are sturdy. Stay there. All right. So recognition and reward and triumph. I don't know what this is giving the 6 of Wands. Work is looking really good. You will be going far in your work and in your routines. Maybe you're keeping a discipline and you're going to be seeing results. So let's say you are going to the gym or you're dieting or whatever it is. Because 6th house energy is work, but it can also not just be work. It can also be your health. All right. So work and health, you are very focused on it and it looks like it's going to really look good. And let me just really quickly get a couple cards here again on love. A couple cards for love for my Virgos. Tower, sudden changes. That's what I'm saying. Like someone here is going to reveal something to you out of nowhere. Is that a dog or what is that? Is that a dog? Yeah, they've been holding back for a while now with the Hangman to the Tower. Yeah, they have been holding it in, but they will let go. Either let go of you and not talk about it, but I feel like they want to have a conversation, but yeah, Queen of Wands, they find you super attractive. Okay, there's someone here who doesn't know what to do because they feel like, okay, I should let Virgo go, but then I'm really attracted to Virgo, so what do I do? So yeah, think he's on a leash. Yeah, someone's super attracted to you, Virgo. But can be very emotionally manipulative and insincere. So you might want to watch about who this person is. Could be dealing with a Pisces or an Aries or a Scorpio. But you might want to watch yourself with them because they're not as all as appears with them. And I don't know if you really trust them. I think you know who this is anyways. So when they come back, you're going to be like, oh, surprise, surprise, you again. Or, oh, you. I don't know. I don't know how you're going to feel about this person. We'll do that in a love reading, but there could be someone showing you some expression, but you find this person to be a womanizer, or what's the opposite for a girl who's a manizer? I don't know. But whoever this person is, yes, you're very attracted to them, but you don't trust them. Man-eater. Okay, so like either a womanizer or a man-eater. That's a good one. Yeah. So there could be someone like that coming back on in who's like lying either about their feelings towards you and is like trying to talk to you. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to do that in a love reading because these are just it's like a general energy thing. But I feel like someone's coming back on in, or somebody likes you and is playing hard to get, and you're just like whatever. Like, not that you're not open to love, Virgo. I do see you being open to love, but not with an energy of someone kind of blurring lines or confusing you, or not really wanting to say what they need to say and be outright. A gold digger is someone who wants your money. That's not the same as a womanizer. Like a womanizer is someone who just gets a lot of women. I think man-eater is very good. Yeah, I think that's a better term. All right, moving on now to I'm getting really hot in this vest. Now we're moving on to Leo. Leo gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Leo gang. Well, I'm not trying to be oddly specific. I don't know. Could be dealing with a Virgo here as well, like you. Could be dealing with a I know, Virgo. The funny thing is that they may not think the best about you either. So you can't understand me? Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, strong air in their chart, possibly. Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius. I think you're going to have a sense of somebody's lying to you due to their lack of effort or energy, okay? So if they come in, they're going to be BSing because they're not giving you the energy they want you to. Oh, it's a joke. Okay. She said yell at me. Okay, got it. Okay. And then we also see Virgo again. This person's getting information or trying to get information from like social media or through like this person, the way that they're deceiving the connection is instead of talking to you directly, Virgo, I get it. Instead of talking to you directly, they're trying to find out information through your social media or through friends or family members, like social groups, okay, or social, like I said, social media or social groups where they're trying to get information about where you stand instead of taking responsibility and talking to you directly. All right, now on to thanks, Brianna, for the follow. Leo gang. Okay, we're gonna do it at 1:21. 1 hour and 21 minutes. Give me a second. All right. So for my Leos, now this will be more specific to Leo risings, and Leo suns will also probably feel it a little bit. Moons, maybe. Venuses, maybe. Okay. But for my Leo risings, this will be in your 6th house at the beginning of the month. So this will be a lot of busy schedules, routines. If you're in school, you could be focusing really heavy on your schoolwork, maybe like a workout routine, even your health, your sleep, and could be a lot of stress awareness. Like you're focusing on, okay, I'm really stressed. Right, and all the responsibilities I have. So it starts off really busy for you in the first half of this month. But in the second half of this month, it gets exciting because that's when relationships come into play. And this is where you could be focusing on friendship or partnerships, business partners, romantic partners, and finding your balance with others. So, first, you're going to fix your routine and then you're going to fix the relationship dynamics in your life. Okay. So, hi, Peyton, Leo, North Node. Awesome. Love that. Yes, you did just get here. So, yeah, relationship focus will be at the end of the month. Work, routines, first half of the month. All right. Let's see what we got going on for Leo Collective, my Leo gang. Oh no. Hmm. Okay, there could be, yeah. Okay, so at work, there could be some frustration around work and energies around like what the effort you put in and the effort other people put in at work, and feeling like there's a power struggle, or even people are competitive in nature at work and not collaborative as you would like. And it's causing maybe some frustrations here with the 6 of Wands being in reverse. This could be, people feeling like there's too many delays, or I'm frustrated because things aren't working out in the way that I want to, and needing to maybe change your approach with others. Okay, Leo, because it's feeling frustrating. There may be a need to be more empathetic or more warm on others at that time, maybe being more sensitive to what other people are telling you. And I feel here that when it comes to work, yeah, there could be some frustrations in group collabs, okay, or collaborative efforts may just not feel in sync, but give it till the end of the month where it starts to get a little bit lighter and a little bit warmer, because you may be intuitively feeling like, okay, this is getting rough, like maybe there's drama going on, people are talking about one another, okay, but then you might want to be needing to be like, okay, we need to back up. This is not practical. This is just getting to just people just keep fighting and arguing and not seeing the whole point of us working, which we're supposed to be working together. So I feel like, Leo, maybe this is where you kind of step in and try to give some insights on things that we can trust within one another, right? Like maybe being more open and loving to like trying to find ways to make it work, than looking at, okay, why aren't you seeing it my way, versus no, this is the right thing to do, no, this is the right thing to do. Like that's just causing tension. So I feel that you may change your approach midway in, being more warm and empathetic to others and believing in maybe some point of it's kind of giving like, okay, let me find one thing I like about you and start from there. So then you start to like change your focus with them and work on what you like about them. And as you start to focus on what you like and you're more open and warm towards focusing on what works, it seems like, okay, that's helping you make like taking things into your own hands and changing the energy. It also could be that frustrating because other people aren't believing in your ideas as well. There's something here like you may have a really great idea, but other people are fighting or combating with your vision or your idea. And so maybe you decide to work on it privately until it gets off the ground. So, like collaborations could feel frustrating towards the end until the end of the month, is what I'm saying. Romantically, though, it seems to like you're stepping up towards a lover. Like there could be someone here that there's an opportunity with that you trust is going to be you feel like this person likes you. I feel like this is a crush energy here. So this could be working in your favor with a partner where they're being more open and loving towards you. And you want to take matters into your own hands with this person. So it could be that the first half of the month you were struggling with a partner because you needed to focus on work because work was getting out of hand. As you get towards the end of the month, you will be choosing your partner with the Lover's card being here and feeling more bonded to them. And wanting to maybe defend your partner as well or make time and energy for choosing your romantic partner versus your obligations, okay? Because you may feel like you need to defend your partnership or justify why you want to spend time on them. But yeah, I feel like you might also be sticking up for a romantic partner too among friends or family members. Like, yeah, you may have to check people and put them in their place. I don't know. I feel you very protective over a romantic partner towards the end of the month. Okay. Yeah, with the star card and the ace of swords, you are really inspired and trying to be more optimistic with people, give more hope into situations than doubts. And that could be a part of your convert, like a part of you that you are changing within yourself with the Fool card and the Six of Swords. You're changing the way you communicate to others. That could be something that's really important to you and could be why things work out in your favor is, talking about what works, changing your approach to maybe it's not always what works, but what is collaborative, right? So at the beginning of the month, you could be really frustrated and annoyed because people aren't kind of bending to your will. But then the more that you kind of give more sugar than spice, you get what you want. Okay, let's see what we have here though happening for love. Love for my Leos. Okay, you could be struggling to get out of your comfort zone. It's like I'm really comfortable in who I am and what I am, and it's coming to the point where yes, we get it. Like you are so happy with being self-sufficient and doing things for yourself, Leo, and that's great, and you love it. But there's parts here now where it's starting to feel like, okay, I need to get out of my comfort zone, and I don't know how. And at this point, okay, it's kind of like I don't know how to get out of my comfort zone. But then suddenly you feel something for someone, like something is hitting you, and you are feeling very sexually attracted to someone. It's like you could have been like, I'm good being single, da, 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 and then like you're at a bar and you meet someone, and it's just like who's that? It's like, who are they? And just like eye contact, eye contact, eye contact. And then you take them home. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. And just like, it's giving that energy. But it's giving me like, yeah, I didn't see nobody, nothing. And then I saw you and I just got hit. Okay. So you could be finding someone romantically that you start talking to some of you guys, you may just talk to them and just feel a spark with them. Something with the world in the back, they couldn't maybe live somewhere you don't live. Okay, they could live not where you live. They could be traveling when they meet you, or you could be traveling when you meet somebody here, Leo. But yeah, this is giving, you could have sex with someone randomly. Like, this is giving like one night stand energy for some of you. But then you guys keep talking after, maybe it turns into something more. But I think you become highly attracted to someone you start talking to. But again, they could live somewhere else, because I'm getting travel, something about travel. They're on a boat, they're on the motorcycle, there's the world behind them. So they may be foreign from you, or different from your culture or what you like, right? They could look differently. They may not be your type. They may be different, but you like them. Leo, could be dealing with a Leo. Leo, you could be dealing with a Gemini or a Sagittarius here. Give me more about this. I'm getting like a hookup, but I'm wrong. Oh, you talked to someone from Spain. See? You just got to break through your energy, though. Yeah, with the Two of Cups to the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like there's some love here for you. Okay, you just need to put in a little bit of TLC, tender love and care, into it, and work on it with somebody romantically. But I see you working on it, but you also have to get out of your own way with the stalemate energy. I feel like you're the beginning of that stalemate. So, I feel like you'll be feeling really secure with this partner, or feeling like, I don't know what it is about you, but I have to go. You're gonna have to. It's gonna be a duality. There's something about duality here, like up and down. Like, there's a part of you that won't want to, and then there's a part that will, and it's saying, Leo, take the chance, go after it. Passion, go after it, Leo. If you want it, go after it. I feel like you will want it. I do think you're gonna want it. So go for it. I want to like push you. Go for it. Go for it. Okay. I feel excited. Like, I get like a little bit of adrenaline, like an adrenaline rush. Like, you get excited even thinking about it, or this person maybe. You could be meeting, for some of my Leos, if you've been talking to someone for a while, you could finally meet them in person. Transformation. You're changing. It's pushing you out. It's time to change. It's time to release what wasn't, what is done. Okay. It's time to move, time to change. You've been saying, let me get my passport first for like months now. So also, they could come to you. It could go two ways. New beginnings, Leo, new beginnings, transformation, new beginnings. Just do it, right? I did clock Marmar, but I love her. So, like, this is what I'm here for. Tarot bestie. Also, you're getting recognized for your energy, for your good energy. Again, you may be like pushing good energy out there. So you are like hi, Jenna. Hello, hello. Yeah. So, I mean, I get why you don't want to go, but who don't want to go to Spain? I want to go to Spain. With the whole card to the recognition and reward card, it feels here like you will be recognized for your efforts of putting yourself out there and stepping more boldly in with a positive insight, positive attitude. So I understand there could have been power struggles at work or in life, but I feel like the more good energy you're spreading, Leo, the more you're attracting. The more you're attracting. So I really like this energy, but there could be, again, some fighting at work or some frustration at work, but you'll move past that. And you will be getting recognized. So, like, at the first half of the month, it could be frustrating, but it pushes away at the end, okay? And you work through it. There's a lot of new beginnings, a lot of excitement here for you. I feel like whatever you're dealing with is your own illusions, right? With that 8, that's kind of giving the shadow, right? Like feeling trapped, not knowing how to put yourself out there, not knowing how to be vulnerable in the moment, blinded to see, why aren't things coming for me? And it just takes a little bit of putting yourself out there. It takes a little bit of doing what you want. So, like, some of you, I won't call I will call some of you out. Some of y'all have been saying, I miss my ex, but then you're watching new singles. Well, why? Like, you think about the ex. Maybe some of you guys need to put yourself out there, Whatever you're doing is just keeping you in a loop. So, I don't know, either talk to that ex or talk to someone new, but do something different to get something different. Yes, Samantha, I can just say your name. You are absolutely right. Yes, I can. All right, so someone needs to hold people accountable. I can be your accountability partner. I got you guys. All right, signs you could be dealing with. We have Capricorn here. Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Gemini. Oh, hi, Renee. Hi, Stella from Cali. Thank you, babe. Thank you. Glad to see you again. I hope we all ate grapes. I ate lentils because, I don't know, something about, Italians and eating lentils brings good luck. So I ate lentils. So I'm good. Wow, you and the ex made progress. I love hearing that. Who reached out to who, Samantha? Tell me who reached out to who. All right, could be dealing with, let's see who else we got here. Gemini, Pisces, possibly here as well. Oh, I reached out. Okay. That's what I thought. But I like that. What about me? What's your rising sign? Well, which one is it? There's a difference. So you need to know, is it Scorpio? Is it Scorpio rising? Hey, Jenna. We did Scorpio at 34 minutes and 25 seconds. If Mama, could you tell them where to go to look at that? Thanks, babes. Well, Aquarius is going to be last. So if you're an Aquarius, hang tight. All right. So now we're moving on to Cancer. Cancer risings, and Sun will be a little bit affected. Moon, little bit affected. Okay. Hey, Steph. Are you Cancer rising? Thanks, Marmar. I just looked up the lentils. I'm part Italian and didn't know that yet. Yeah, well, my nonna made them for me, so I was like, okay, I gotta eat these lentils. And I did. So, all right, so let's do Cancer. All right. Okay. So, Cancers, this is going to be in the beginning of the month. This is going to be in your 7th house. So, you will have a relationship focus, whether it's crushes or lovers, some of you business partners, even. But relationships will be your focus, or one-on-one tensions with a partner possible. So, a relationship could change or become clearer, and then how you process it will affect you, because after that 7th house it goes into the 8th house, which is very heavy emotional processing and boundaries and how you see yourself versus another. So yeah, you could be looking for letting go of any unhealthy attachments and also needing to process things very deeply. So not gonna lie, the first half of this month kind of feels heavy in some aspect or another. So that is what I'm seeing for you, okay, at the beginning. So, but let's go in beginning and end, right? Because actually the end's going to feel a little bit even heavier than the beginning, possibly. Yes, you will be more influenced by the rising, but sometimes like I've seen both, and I will say like no, I definitely when I'm listening to an astrologer, it's definitely what they say about the rising sign that I'm like, ooh. But sometimes my rising and my sun have some correlating themes, right? So like let's say I'm like my one sign has a lot of fifth house and my one house had a lot of seventh house. Well, that's relationship. So I knew that month would be more relationship heavy. Or let's say my sixth house and my 10th house somehow correlated to both, or my sixth and my second, right? That was my money, my finances, my work. So sometimes, the themes of both can really play an aspect, right? Like your third and your 11th, that could show a lot of socialness in both houses. So your sun and your rising could really illuminate both. But yeah. Okay, so let's see. Sorry, guys. Let me see what's happening with. I just wanted to clarify. So let's see what's happening for my Cancer collective here. No, we have not. Okay, so starting off here, Cancer, I feel like there's a situation where something you're trying to not let your emotions control you. With the King of Cups being here to the Page of Wands, you're trying not to let your emotions control you and try to harness something different, a new way of looking at things before you just get hurt in the moment, possibly here. Thank you, Angela, for the follow. So I do see there could be something here where you're not trying to fully let your emotions get to you and trying to think of it in a new way. Like if they said something hurtful, like, oh, they meant, like you'll change what they meant so that you feel better about it or something like that. And then also being here with the Ace of Swords to the Seven of Pentacles, you want the communication to change between you two. So I feel like there could be something romantic here where you want the way that you two communicate. Sorry, my dog. You may be wanting things to change in the way that you two communicate and needing them to put in more effort or even being more verbal when they communicate so you understand where they are because you're tired of playing guessing games. And that could be something here with this person. Hold on. Sorry, Cancer. Stop. Stop. I'm coming. I'm coming.
I had a burger with a half of that. You can have it. Yeah, thanks. Let me try cheesecake.
Well, I know what I'm on.
With that?
They don't see that. Yes. Oh, you made me insecure. Okay, Apollo came to say hi. Say hi, Apollo. Say hi. No, we be good boys. Say hi. Oh, are you okay? I'm so sorry. Are you okay? This is what happened when you moved to me. Who's that? Get her. Get her. Okay. Go get her. Go get her. Okay, sorry, that's Apollo.
What do you mean?
I love that Zen Energy said everything has a spiritual meaning. Cancer's person sounds like this dog interrupting when you're trying to talk about something important. Maybe. I love that. So yeah, there could be, they need to change the way that they communicate with you, or trying to figure out ways to communicate differently, because the way you two have been communicating within a partnership may not be working. Zen Energy was so funny. You also could be feeling really withdrawn, like in a group. Like, for instance, this person is affecting your mood in group situations. Like, it's like every time you're trying to have a good time, they're saying something to maybe put you down or make you cautious of others, or there's something in the energy that they're doing something, Cancer, that you're trying to have a good time and they just keep interrupting and won't let you, right? Like the dog. Like, it's just like, I don't know if what they're doing, but there is something that's getting you down or making you sad being in their energy. Oh, thanks. I actually don't have like a lot of I have eyeliner on. Yeah.
You want this now?
No, you could just put it in the microwave and I'll just so that it stays warm. Thanks, Mom. So here with the situation, sorry, not at her, like me looking at these cards. You're hoping that, I feel like you're going to bring a calming, loving energy, Cancer, in the way that you are delivering the message. But you are hoping that this person receives the message that you try to give them, because you do want to be loving and kind when you're giving this message. You're saying you want more love in the connection, and you want it to be shown outwardly to others too. So that could be an argument here. It's like, I need more love in this connection, and I want it to be displayed more openly. And I do believe these things need to change, because I believe they can. So that could be even within you recognizing, I want something deeper romantically. I want something more loving in the way that we communicate, in the way that you show up around other people around me. She said exactly. It was a download, I promise. I swear, everything happens for a reason. Yes, Zen. I agree. So, I mean, your name's Zen, not Zen, but I'm going with Zen. Zen. I like that. So here with the Eight of Pentacles to the King of Swords, you're going to be really judging their character and like being like, no, this really needs to be changed. You're going to be very calm about this, but you're also very decisive about where you're needing to see change. And maybe that's you trying to be the change by being that person and seeing if it reflects back to you. But if it is not, then you're going to be, I don't know, there's something like you're changing it to get the outcome to change through them. So you're doing something where you're doing the work to see if they follow suit, but you are looking at this person's actions and seeing if they change. So that's what I'm seeing. I'm getting more when it comes to work. I see you focused. I see you coming up with a plan. And you feel maybe you're writing a lot, like writing lists and plans out and things like that, and things you want to focus on. I could also see that in terms of your work, even though work is not really I mean, of course, like things that are normal themes for us will show up. Like work is never going to not be a thing for us, right? Or dealing with others is never not going to be a thing for us. But again, the planetary alignment just shows where we start to see, okay, this is the theme of my time, like, right? Like you can just tell, like there's just things that keep happening and you're like, okay, relationships are kind of taking over my life right now. And I think that this is one of them where you think the love life is kind of taking over versus anything else. Let me see how they feel really quick, Cancer. How does this person feel? This person may be making a lot of hasty actions. Maybe be feeling betrayed, you know, maybe like, let's say you're going out with friends and you're with your partner, all right? And they make a joke at the partner and you kind of went with whatever the friend said. They could have felt very betrayed by you not agreeing with them and sticking by their side. Like, how dare you, right? So it's like kind of giving an energy of like, you are pretending or you are deceiving them in some way. So they could be feeling very betrayed by you, Cancer, in some way and needing it to change, like the way that you communicate, the way that you talk. You know, I need you to have my back. So there's something like, I want you to have my back. Like, I don't want you, or maybe, you know, things that they tell you in confidence, you're telling other people and they're getting mad about that, Cancer. So there could be something where they're having a hard time trusting you. But I feel like that's going to be changing with them, and they realize that a lot of the reasons why they don't feel secure in this is like possibly due to the family aspect. You know, it's like they may be saying it's you when really they're dealing with other things. But I think here with the Six of Swords, they will be moving on from their belief of like you hurt them or you deceived them. They'll be moving on from that bullshit, and they're going to be wanting to work on securing the foundation of this relationship. Okay, so they are going to take matters into their own hands and want to focus on this and kind of fix things with you and try to get back to getting it like secure and you know, be more attentive to maybe your needs as well. With the Ace of Swords, they're going to be communicating with you here about what they need, and you're kind of going to be judging and assessing them. You'll be judging them a little harshly and like looking at it, because right at the end of this month, you will be going inward and kind of processing everything that had occurred. And they're going to be wanting to maybe have some new ideas or new thoughts about your relationship. And I feel like you're going to be looking at it very cautiously, just very cautiously. I definitely betrayed them, but self-preservation for me, right? I don't enjoy reading or writing, but I've been doing a lot lately. I'm literally doing exactly what you're saying. That's funny. Okay, so let's see any final messages here on what Cancer will be experiencing. Okay, I feel like there, again, with the Victory and Success card in reverse to the union, there is a strong union between you two, but it could be feeling like on shaky grounds, but it'll accelerate and change. Okay, so this relationship could be changing. Like one day you guys are going great, and the next minute you're getting on each other's nerves and you're fighting, and then again you're going back, you're fixing things, and then again you're fighting again. So it seems like the relationship is shifting and it's getting a little frustrating, but I see it being fine at the end. There will be, harmony and memories of love. So that could be something you're working on, is like, you know, when we go out or we do things, we're always fighting, we're not enjoying. So like, when does this change? And maybe that's something you both need to focus on, is enjoying each other's quality time, instead of being like, oh, we just need to get out and do something different. It's like, no, our energy needs to be good too. We can't just be going out and then always arguing. I'm hearing it's embarrassing. There could be something like that going on, where it's like you guys have been fighting a lot recently. So yeah, I see a change happening. Okay, accelerated motion, because you both are choosing some. I don't want this outcome anymore, right? So I see that there being a change once you guys have a real honest conversation. Here. All right. So that's what I'm seeing for my Cancers. My Cancers got a love reading. Everyone else got general reads, but yours was strictly love here. Okay, so signs you could be dealing with. Okay, so none there. Check. Here we're seeing Aquarius, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be any sign. I wouldn't get too caught up in these signs for this read, because it really is just like more general speaking. So yeah. All right, moving on now to Gemini, sun, moon, rising. Venus, like for some maybe, but Gemini. All right, so Geminis, this is going to be for mostly the rising, but the sun signs could also feel this too. Gemini sun here. Hi, Regina. Nice to see you. Happy New Year. All right, so Geminis, this is going to be in the start of January in your 8th house. So this may feel like a strong emotional intensity, trust issues with friends or close connections at this time, and maybe stressing about sharing with others, whether it's secrets or money. There could be some frustration about that. It could be a lot of a strong feeling about trust issues and emotional weight. So it starts very heavy, but then you get into the 9th house, which is wanting freedom, inspiration, feeling inspired, and focusing on planning ahead and maybe even learning something new. So I feel like there's going to be some optimism towards the end of the month for you, Gemini, and a lot more clarity. So yeah, the beginning of the month starts heavy, end of the month ends free. Okay, so be easy on yourself. 8th house placements are no joke. I know because I had a lot this past year in 2025 and they suck. 8th house, anything is just very, very heavy to deal with. And it's all about how we see ourselves versus others. And it's just infectious and it can be hard. So heal maybe at this time is a really good time to maybe claim your alone time too. Okay. I feel like when you're doing with 8th house placements, Gemini, you need alone time. And actually it's like hard because sometimes it's asking for alone time when all you want is closeness, right? So it's going to be feeling like a pushing away and then like okay, I'm embracing this, and then after that embracing, I feel like you're going to get to questioning maybe even your beliefs here by the end of the month, and maybe thinking of new ideas or traveling even. So that's what I'm seeing for Geminis. Okay, let's get into it. What's happening for my Geminis? Sorry. Gemini collective. Sorry. Okay, so for my Geminis here, I feel like when it comes to security or feeling safe within connections, there's something ending for you where you've either lost a connection or lost trust within an energy or lost even like you're feeling safe even in your home life. You could be feeling like betrayal in some way or feeling like something has needed to end in your life in order for a new beginning. Okay. And really, you have to remember that, yes, you could be feeling victimized to a certain extent, like, why me or why is this happening to me? There could be that kind of feeling, or like you could be just very angry too. I have to say that I am feeling like maybe even a sense of frustration or anger, which is a normal process of emotion and is valid. But also remember that hope is the outcome. Okay, like you leaning towards more hopeful, meaningful, happier times is the ideal, right? And so that's where you have this devil card where you might be tied to the ending versus the beginning. And that's really what you decide to choose as well here. Um, you could be looking at all the things you did, to make this work, right? With 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. This is definitely an ending. You could be frustrated that you did everything to make something work. And no matter what, it was still something you felt like tied to and kind of felt hopeless in the situation. I feel like you're trying to let that tension down. There's a part of you here with the King of Cups. King of Cups has been the card of the night. It keeps coming out. There's a part of you wanting to be more emotionally stern in replaying moments over and over again, but you were very unhappy about the way something went down. With the Six of Cups in reverse, you are very unhappy about the way that something went down. But then it's like you're almost like bypassing it or trying to let it go. I feel like you're trying to detach. Like there's a part of you wanting to keep the peace, and then there's a part of you that's resentful. So you're like both here. With the Knight of Pentacles, you're trying to work past it, and maybe you're working a lot or focusing on work. But again, there's still a lot of stress or things that tie you to a partner. I could see for a lot of you, you may be getting a divorce or removing yourself. Like if you guys were like living with another partner or living with a partner here, Gemini, I could see you still trying to keep it friendly for the kids, or because you guys have assets together, right? With the money being here. So there could be something like that where, right? Because you start off your energy in the eighth house. And this is talking about stressed about sharing things with others. And some of you could be that. When I'm seeing all these pentacles, I'm thinking of financial burdens that you're still stuck with someone else with and needing to release it. But instead, it just feels like you're being overloaded and feeling like I want to let you go, but this I'm forced to still deal with you, or I'm still forced to deal with this situation, right? Like, friends, let's say this is just a boyfriend you were dating or girlfriend you were dating, Gemini, but you moved in together. Okay, well, we still got to pay the 2 months of rent to get out. We still got to do this together. We still got to do that together. So I don't know what it was, but there's a partnership here that feels like it's ending, or it needs to end because the stress is not worth it. Hi. Oh, thank you. I'm glad it's resonating for you. Are you a Gemini rising? You're welcome. You're welcome, Stella. So yeah, I could be seeing that. Now again, I will say Gemini risings may be feeling this more than Gemini suns, but Gemini suns could also be feeling like an ending or a crashing down here. I feel like there's some, again, there's also a part of you that knows like there's new ways I need to think about this. There's new things out there for me. There are exciting opportunities out there for me. I really want you to focus more on that, because I want you to get excited for what's next, not this chapter that is holding you. You may be feeling like this is the chapter that's holding me back. But guys, this is just January. So if you're already doing this in January, Gemini, where will you be in the summer? Where are you, like, if this is frustrating you, it's like, where are you going then? Where are you planting your new seeds? And I know that it might be exhausting because that discipline of like looking at, okay, but these are the realistic things. We can be realistic, but we can also try to find ways to be optimistic. And that's Gemini, where you are two, right? You are the two. You're not the two scales, but you are, they always say you're two-minded, right? And so I feel like that's huge, trying to find new ways to think about this, to keep the peace with this person. But you're not happy about the way things ended. I'll say that. You are not, but you are trying to think of new thoughts and beliefs. But then there's this other part of you that has to honor. And that's that eight. This Eight of Cups is kind of like my eight houses, like needing to go within, needing to look at all the change that's happening, needing to let it go. And maybe there's a part of you fearing letting go of that partner, that situation, whatever connects you to those people. Gemini, there's a fear of letting them go because you've held them close. But then there's that other part of being maybe more optimistic on, well, what's exciting is all the new things that are coming for me. Because whatever's being released, to believe that there's nothing next, that's just not true. There's so much coming next for you. Right. And so, yeah, I think there's this part of you here that is needing to leave the end, but it's not over yet, realistically. And maybe, yeah, you need to spend time alone and change and withdraw. And this is ultimately going to lead you to more fulfillment. Okay. So with the Seven of Cups to the Ten of Cups, you could be getting more options in love, and there could be more joyous moments coming. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. But let's get a quick check into your love life. Now, again, I did say that Gemini risings may feel this more. So Gemini rising here, and this is a bullseye. Yeah, like I said, the rising signs may feel more than Sun, but Sun can also feel this aspect. Yeah, spot on for you. Okay. Well, I'm glad the Geminis are still on it. You guys are never in my comment section. Where are you? Like, yeah, you guys are here tonight though. I love it. So thank you guys. I love it. I love my Gemini game. Okay, so Gemini, when it comes to love, there could be someone's really intimidated, or there could be power struggles, like especially if you're not done with somebody else. There could be some frustrations because you are talking to other people, but you're not done with this. So you're kind of left in this middle ground, right? You're maybe stuck in a middle ground, but you're releasing it. Especially if there was a power struggle with a partner, you're done. You're letting it go. It's just like, I gotta let this go. There's just a revelation that there's just not enough to keep this together. And love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. So, but I do see here with the Queen of Pentacles, there is something that someone here who may be wanting to nurture you, take care of you. They could have a very feminine, motherly, or even if they're a dude, like sometimes even men can feel motherly in a sense, not in like a do this, do that. That's this. But upright, it's more of like I can take care of you. I can help you. Let me be there for you. Even if it's just like a listening ear, they help you get grounded. Hey, like don't focus on hating them or being angry or resentful. Like just just focus on making sure that if you're leaving the situation that you are just do you have this done, do you have that done, how can I help you, so you may be having someone who's very helpful, even if it is a mother. So maybe it's a mother, Gemini, but I also feel like romantically this could be somebody here like a Taurus or a Capricorn or a Virgo, someone here who wants to help you with your life. Like earth signs are kind of that sign that maybe dealing with an earth sign, or an earth sign's coming into your life who's very like realistic and practical and shows you love in very like, what can I do to help you kind of ways, right? And with the like acts of service, what can I do to relieve your stress? You could be meeting a partner who's trying to do that for you. And they will be communicating or wanting to see you. Like someone could even be playing for your flight, right? Because we had the ninth house. Someone could be playing for your flight here, paying for your flight to come see you or for you to travel towards them. So if you are dealing with someone romantically, you could be traveling to go see them. Okay, Gemini. Or there could be talks about maybe, in the fall or in the summer going to see them. I'm getting fall or summer, planning a ticket to go see them or something like that. But this is quickly, you're quickly realizing that you'd rather communicate with new people, and there's somebody here who's willing to work on it with you. Maybe quickly realizing through conversating with someone how much they like you and how much they're really there for you. And before this, you didn't know that. And that makes you excited. Again, it's like, I'm leaving this behind, but this new person I'm talking to is so sweet and they help me get my mind off of it, right? Oh, really? I had a male who is Earth, so don't stop, Nina. Just experienced that. Resonated. Oh, good. No, the love read is small. We're gonna be doing my next. I think on Monday I'll be doing who's coming in, like new people coming into your life. That'll be Monday. Okay. But I'm seeing Capricorn here, Scorpio. Could be Taurus as well, Virgo. And then I'm also seeing these are just energies you could be dealing with. I'm seeing Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio. Yeah, that's what I see. 10, 10, 10. Endings right now for you, Gemini. But really good. These endings are good for you because new experiences. All right. So the hardest part is at the beginning of the year, which is could be even a blessing. All right, so moving on now to Aries. Aries risings will be feeling this a little bit more, but Aries suns could be feeling it as well. Damn, there's a lot of Tauruses that people have been. How many Tauruses are there in this world? Because, like, I don't meet Tauruses, but y'all be dealing with Tauruses all the time. All right, let's see what's coming up for my Aries. Oh man, I didn't timestamp Taurus. Crap. No, I didn't do Taurus. Wait, we just got to Taurus. Hold on. No, we're on Taurus. Nina was about to skip Taurus. Oops. Sorry, it's Taurus. Then it's Aries. I feel like my Aries were like, me next, me next. Wait, guys. Taurus needs to go too. Hold on. Earth signs love Geminis. All right, Taurus gang. Let me get your timestamp. Yeah, sorry, Annalise. Taurus is before Aries. I just forgot. And I knew because I was like, wait, I didn't timestamp. And then I'm like, oh, I didn't timestamp because I didn't do it. So my bad. I'm glad you made it back home safely, Debbie. Okay, so Taurus. I'm going to be reading your comments after I do this, so hang tight. You guys can keep chatting in the chat. I just will read it in between Taurus and Aries. Okay, so we start off this month with the 9th house. So you could be studying or learning something right now, Taurus. There could be future thinking, a lot of beliefs about future and what you want for yourself in the future as well here. And then towards the end of the week, towards the end of the month, Taurus, you are in the 10th house. You are being seen, recognized, or judged possibly here. There's a serious focus on maybe what you want for yourself in terms of your career and wanting to change maybe the path of your career. Like you could, right? That could be something here. And either there's recognition of your performance or pressure to perform. And maybe you're even thinking about, if it's not that you're thinking, maybe you're thinking about changing where you've worked, right? Location. Because 9th house to 10th house is changing the location of your work, right? So maybe you're changing who you work for, and that changes where you go. So that could be something here. Yeah, it's like you're rethinking your future path, and then you're getting kind of like pushed to prove yourself towards the end. And so, yeah, it could be starting out very reflective, and then towards the end ends demanding. Okay, but we'll see here what we got for you. Taurus rising, sun, Venus, moon. Let's see what's happening for my collective of Taurus here. What do you guys think what do you guys think my sign is? Don't say it if you know it. I love when people guess my sign. What do you think my sign is? I love when people guess my sign. I just love seeing what they think or what's their impression. It's like, bring it. So if you tell me what you think I am. All right. So Taurus, this is kind of like what we were saying. I think at the beginning you are wanting to start to believe, right, like reconsider where you're going or what you're doing. So these are new thoughts, beliefs, the way you're processing things, wanting to change and and seeing something from a different viewpoint or inspired to go in a different direction and not very happy with where you are. This could be in terms of your career and feeling like big picture, this isn't long term and wanting to change that here, Taurus. So yeah, that's some new insights coming in where I'm not really satisfied here. I'm not really happy here. Um, You might be confused though because you got comfortable, right, Taurus? You like your comfort. You feel good in where who you are and what you are, and you may be confused because it's like, well, I'm happy, like it's comfortable, but it's not exciting, or it's not. Yeah, it's not exciting. It's not giving. If I want something for my life long term, then I need to do different things. Comfort keeps me stable, but it doesn't keep me growing. So you may be figuring that out. Like, I need to grow outside of this. I need to grow outside my comfort zone, but confused on where to go or where to start. So there's this sudden feeling in you, right? Like this revelation, like this sudden change or this revelation in you. And that could be because you're getting pressure from people and feeling like you could be feeling like I'm doing a good job. I don't know where this pressure is coming from, or I don't know where this conversation's coming from, right? And could be leaving you feeling confused because you feel like you've been doing a good job at work, or you feel like these demands are unfair or unjust in a way, and feeling like, maybe I need to go somewhere where I'm more appreciated, because there's something coming out of nowhere with the Tower card that leaves you feeling very withdrawn and feeling like I need to look for something more passionate. Because I honestly, like, even if they are saying something and maybe they have a point or I see their side, I don't want to, because I don't honestly feel like this is my long-term place. So like, why would I put all this effort and energy when either I don't get appreciated, one, or two, like that I don't think this is my future path. So you're kind of going inward, really recalibrating some things after something gets pushed on you or something kind of comes out unexpectedly. With the Queen of Cups to the Page of Pentacles, this is you being open to a new opportunity. And there could be you needing to go within to really recognize yourself, that you taking this time to nurture yourself, to care for yourself, to be your own caregiver fully and honestly. Maybe there's an opportunity out there that I'm more excited for, and I need to put myself out there a little bit more and take and recognize that the first step is recognizing I don't want to stay here, or I don't want to do this anymore. Okay. So I could see that happening for you, and feeling confident in, your potentials. If someone's telling you you're not doing good enough, well, like you're gonna be like, no, I have been. So like, that's bullshit. I love what you guys are saying in the chat. I'm looking at what you guys think I am. So it's funny. All right. It's like, why can't I have comfort and success? It's like I'm comforted here, but this isn't going to make me successful. So maybe I need to go out there and look for something that gives me both, right? Let's look at your love life. Let's look at your love life here. Love life for my Tauruses right now. Right now you may just be feeling very withdrawn just due to the demands at work. Okay. The demands at work could be really getting in your way, and you could be feeling very frustrated or feeling like anxious about work and feeling alone at this time, or just feeling lonely and feeling kind of like sad. When it comes to your love life, I feel like you feel a little bit isolated and alone and needing that space to kind of work on your health and your energy, because I feel like right now you don't have the energy to focus on love. Like, it's just like, it's really not my focus. And I'm kind of, see, it's like there's the Sun card and then there's that Five of Pentacles. So it's like the dark and the light. It's like right now I'm just not feeling it. I'm feeling like I need to isolate myself and I need to get my energy out. Like, I need to get my energy back to a good place, because if I'm not in a good place, then my dating life is just going to be another reflection of me feeling frustrated about where I am. So I feel like you don't even want to go near it. It feels like, here, leave me alone. I do think you will be communicating with somebody that you care about. Tower card again, very unexpectedly. Something about work keeps coming up for you. Unexpected work changes. So I feel like this is really gonna and leaves you feeling so confused that you just cannot focus on love. Like you're a one-track minded person, Taurus, and it's just giving like I cannot focus on it. I just can't. My mind's not there. I need to really invest my time and energy into my work or what I'm about to do because like this is not no. I'm not happy. I'm getting frustrated or I'm upset. They could have been messing with your money too, and that could be upsetting. So I see you frustrated about something about work or what, like really focusing on what you want for this next year, right? Like planning out future thinking thoughts will be all in your mind. Like love won't, I don't know why, you're just not about it right now. Yeah, see, like third eye chakra awareness. Some of you are even spiritually, wanting to uplift yourself and kind of like, look at your higher self or your future self. Like you just want to think about what it is you're looking for, even if it's in love. It's like, I need to like wrap my mind about what I'm looking for in love before I even think about that. You need to rest and you need to rejuvenate before you start being able to speak about what you want outwardly. So you're all kind of in this outward thinking space where you need to really take time for yourself right now. Okay. Before those aspects start coming into your life. So that is what I'm seeing for my Taurus gang. Signs you could be dealing with. We have Sagittarius Leo energy here. We also have Scorpio energy, Cancer energy. And that's all I'm seeing here. I wouldn't get too caught up in signs on this reading, okay? Well, let me see what you guys said in the chat, and then we're going to get into Aries. I feel like Pisces or Capricorn. Everybody says like Pisces or Libra for me. I don't know why. Good night, Aaron. Bye. Make sure you watch your rising sign. Are you a Cancer rising, Aaron? I would say watch your rising sign for these readings. I mean, sun sign will be good too, and so will moon. I'll say for me, I think my mood sign was probably the most on point so far. So I'm like, maybe we should watch our, like, out of all the ones I've seen so far, I'm like, what resonates with me is my moon sign so far. Oh no, bad taste in your mouth with Virgos. My rising sign, I do have a trine of air, so you were right. I know like you don't know which air sign it is, but I'm an Aquarius rising, and I am a Virgo sun. So, but I always get Pisces. I always get Pisces energy, but Pisces is my opposite, and they say that a fully transformed sign should have the, they should have the opposite sign aspected. So I do try to embrace more of that Pisces energy sometimes because I just feel like you need a little bit of like the opposite of what you are. So being more, and I feel very connected to the Pisces gang in my chat. So yeah, so you guys were pretty on point. I think people can read my energy pretty well. Like, yeah, I give air and earth. I mean, I do get water from people. I've even gotten a lot of fire from people sometimes. I don't know. I get a mixture though. I am an Aquarius rising. Yep, that's me. I thought you were a Libra. I get Libra a lot, but I have Libra aspected twice in my chart. I'm not going to say where because I don't want you all knowing my whole chart. I have Libra aspected twice in my chart. So, all right. No, I'm saying like if you like your sun sign, whatever your sun sign is, it says like you should have aspects of the opposite. So, right, like if I was in Aries, because we're about to do Aries, like Aries is very forward first, self focused. But like, Libra is kind of always about balancing the scales of others and like trying to be more like, like before they do something, think a little bit more about it, about the other person versus themselves. And, that can be a sign of Libra. Well, if Aries like takes on that energy, they're kind of like fully like expressing their sign in a very positive way because they've learned to balance out the other side, which would be Libra, right? But for Libras, they need to be more assertive and they need to sometimes, think more about themselves than others to be fully an express sign. So, yeah. There's a lot you can know. So, like, right, Virgos are very analytical and very, like, practical minded. But you also, Virgo, like, to really engage yourself is to be more imaginative. And, if you guys are such powerful mercurial based energy, but you are negative minded, then, that Pisces energy could really help being more imaginative, thinking of the possibilities of what could be positive, idealistic ideas. That could really help by your practicalness and doing things in a certain rigid way. Like, changing it up, right? So that's what I mean is like taking on that other sign that's opposite of you does a lot for you if you can try. You have 5 Libra placements. Are you in Aries? Are you in Aries? So I'm not sure. Yeah, so like even though you're an Aquarius, you may come off very fiery, right? Like you probably feel more like a fire sign than you do what they would typically say about Aquarius. I'm not gonna say like a lot of people who don't vibe with their sign. I'm like, let me look at your chart. Like I remember one of my friends was like Cancer with a double fire, and I was like, oh, he was like a Sag moon and a Sag sun, full of like energy. So like such good energy, right? So fun, so vivacious. Loved going on trips with him and just really good energy and like but I was like, you don't remind me of like all the other cancers. Like a lot of cancers like staying at home. He was always like, I want to go do this, I want to go do that, let's go out, all about going out. But it's because he was more fire. He was double Sag. So maybe it is why you're always mad. So, you got to really see what's in your chart because, like, that sun sign, I know a lot of people like fight for that sun sign hard, but especially if you have something ruling over it, you won't. Like I always say, like, I know I do come off Virgo to people, but I feel way more like Aquarius or like just air in nature because my moon and my rising sign is an air sign. So yeah, I'm always like saying, gotta look, gotta look. I dated Cancer Sun, Libra Moon, Aquarius rising. She wanted to stay at home a lot, be online a lot, talking. Oh, that's funny. I like going out, but that could be an age thing. Like your age kind of changes how much you. I don't want to like I do like going out and like being out and doing like things, but I've realized like recently I don't know it was like after COVID too because I want to say like COVID kind of affected me with that too because like once COVID hit I kind of just like malls affect me differently. Like being out for too long, like I love being out. It's just being out for too long, like it weighs on me after a while. But I don't know if that's like an age or like a after COVID thing because actually I liked being out a lot. I used to be out all the time. I did not find comfort in home. I just wanted to always be out, 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 out. So I it really like took me like these past couple years to really enjoy being at home. I would say from like yeah, I would say in the like past 5 years, 4 years, I've been really enjoying loving being at home and wanting to be at home, but that was not a thing when I was like, no, I was always out, out, out. But I feel like that can also be an age thing. Yeah, you have a lot of fire. Okay, we're gonna get into it. Yes, I used to be such a social butterfly. Not anymore. I'm not. Right, Mom?
Yeah.
Am I social butterfly?
No, not now.
Did I used to be?
Yep.
Yep. See? Now what am I?
More of an introvert.
Now I'm more of an introvert, she says. See? Yeah, Pisces is not done. It's going Aries, and then we're going into Pisces, and Aquarius will go last. Huh?
Once you get to know somebody, you open up and you become more of an expert.
I'm like a butterfly. That is my spirit animal. So yeah, let's see here. We're going into Aries, gang. Sorry, I took time off. I told you tomorrow night we're gonna go ride a bull. Find a cowboy, ride a bull.
I'd like to dance, not break every bone in my body.
Well, okay, got it. Well, we could do a little bit of both. Let's break your bones, then go dance.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Is Carm coming if we go?
I think so.
We're gonna go dancing with Carm.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't. Mom, you find the place you want to go to, and I will go. Google it, like I would have to do. We Google here. This is the 21st century. We Google, and we find. You could find it on an outline, like outside.
What's the best place to go dancing in Washington, D.C.?
For your age group. No, I don't want to dance with a bunch of 18-year-olds. Okay, anyway. All right, let's go to Aries. She's just exhausting. Sagittarius woman, man. So demanding.
My last weekend.
You'll be back. All right. Aries, let's get into you. All right, so this is going to apply more for an Aries rising, but Aries suns can obviously as well. Wait, hold on. Mom, they said go meet the DJ neighbor downstairs. You could just tap on his door.
No thanks.
Come on, knock on my door. All right. So Aries risings. All right, so at the early January timeframe, you will have this in your 10th house. So there could be some pressure from people at your job, like authority figures, bosses, being evaluated. You could be feeling evaluated or judged by others and needing to take responsibility, or you could be being very publicly seen at this time outwardly in terms of your career, because it starts in your 10th house. What else here? Yeah, it feels like there's expectations put on you for your career, or you feel like you need to perform. And that could start off very stressful. But then towards the end of the month, it comes off very social and friendly and hopeful as it goes into your 11th house. So this could be at the end of January, new friends, new group involvement, team projects or groups, community building here even, online communities looking really good, and you start thinking about your long-term dreams. So this also could be that like a leader or a coach or someone who's like higher up recognizes you for your efforts, and then you shift your efforts at the end of the month towards group goals or friends. Okay, so it's looking good. All right. So let's see here for you. What's happening for my Aries collective? You said don't be sorry. Some of us love the introversions. Oh, interventions. I know when my mom's not going to be here, she can't be the talking to me, so I'll be not doing that as much probably. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. You could be holding back from people at the beginning of the month, again, to focus on work or your career. You could also be getting a lot of psychic or spiritual downloads at this time that you aren't, maybe you see changes happening, but not talking about them outwardly. Okay. There could be some secrets or some things that are changing within your work, and you're not telling people what those changes are, and you're keeping it to yourself. Here with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you're feeling very comfortable and confident with where you stand, but you may be realizing other people are getting the chop or getting cut from work or something like that. Like there could be some things like that going on. As well as here with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you may be dealing with some perfectionism here of wanting things to go down a certain way, or you want things to work that the way that you want them to work. And you're not telling people that you might be frustrated with that. And that's not coming from this card. It's just something I'm getting. Like there could be a little bit of you so focused on work because you want to master being comfortable, right? Getting that life that you visualize, building the life that you visualize, and knowing that you need to do the work to get there. So you're holding back. You could be not spending as much right now, Aries, being a little bit more cautious of how you spend your money even as well. I feel like in work though, it's not looking that bad. Like work in terms of what I'm seeing here is not looking that bad. I feel like even if there is some pressure, maybe it's the pressure you're putting on yourself to perform, but I feel like you should feel comfortable and just kind of hold back at this time. Don't express your worries to others. Keep it to yourself and focus on the vision. This is all about your vision is what it's going to manifest. So it's like, take the time and energy to keep focusing on work. That seems to be your priority. You are building, if you are working for yourself, you are building something that is going to last a lifetime. So there's really nothing to worry about, because all you keep doing is grinding and focusing and putting your attention on it. And it is showing out to be prosperous. So I really feel like this is you getting so confident in your routine and how you make your money and what you do. Don't worry about it. Just keep doing what you've been doing this whole time with the Nine of Pentacles. And I know that you are visualizing something even bigger than what you have, but you still are going to just show up doing the things consistently over and over and over again. But I do think you're holding back on maybe spending or what you're spending your money on. And that shows to look really good for you, because if it seems here like maybe even you're coming up with a budget, or you could even be working with like a financial advisor here as well. And putting your time and energy into it, it doubles it down, or it really comes out looking prosperous for you. So don't worry about that. There is though something like you're working so hard, or you're focusing so much on work and the expectations that you are placing. I feel like this is you placing it on yourself, because with the High Priestess, that's more something unconsciously that you're feeling about yourself. And with the Nine of Pentacles, I just, all this Pentacle energy just seems a little bit like perfectionism to me. So I see here though you're sad about something, and it could just be because you're kind of becoming a workaholic to push through the emotional sadness here. It's like it's draining you, the effort you're putting in, the amount of energy you're putting in. It could just be draining you here. And I feel like there's a part of you aware of this. Like, that you're deciding to put all your effort on this, but this is my career, this is my job, and this is important to me. But I think you're realizing, okay, I'm actually like drained emotionally from this. And if I can't perform because I'm so emotionally drained, we're getting to that level, then that's not good for me or for anyone else involved, because I'm not being the best I can be. So I need to balance this out. Okay. And I need to take some more responsibility for my emotional well-being. Okay. That's what it's saying here. So I feel like you're going to be kind of like guarded about how much you're putting on for work or how much effort you've been performing, because it might start to drain you, and you might start to get a little defensive, or, needing to realize, all right, let me proceed with caution. let me take my time, right? Nine of Wands, and let me just um keep that energy going, but also talk about my truth that I am, I am taking my time. I'm emotionally drained, and this is what I can give, and just set that light boundary. Not that's all you have to do there. So I see like good communication coming on in. There could be some conversations though where you might stick up for yourself, where you're frustrated because you feel like you're putting in as much effort as you can, and you might be telling people you need to wait. You need to wait. I'm giving what I can. If you don't like it, go. Or, you know what, I'm doing what I can. I'm at my limit. I need time. I need emotional reset. I'm tired, period. Right? Like setting your line for people. Because they may just be like, I don't know, I just feel like you just have a lot of responsibility that you're just like, oh my God. But I do see you might be communicating with friends and stuff, and that may lighten your load and make you feel better. All right, so let's see what's happening for you romantically here, Aries. Ooh, okay. Okay. What's happening for my Aries in love? I'm on Aries. Then it'll be Pisces, then Aquarius. I feel that when it comes to a relationship, it's been frustrating and a little irritating here because this person has been feeling very like a stale energy or still energy where you're like, what are you doing? Right? Because they're over here like, this is you, right? This is how you're viewing yourself. Like you're looking at yourself and you're seeing yourself bound to your responsibilities and not able to. Well, guess what? They're feeling very similar to that. They're very bound to, maybe it's not in the same ways of the reason why you can't come to the relationship and show up fully. But I feel like this person also is here not being able to show up fully, and you both are kind of reflecting the same to one another, and it's been becoming maybe frustrating for you here, Aries. But with the Two of Cups being here, there's a very strong bond and attraction between you two, and I see you two coming together and realizing, that you do want to make this work and you want to secure it. You want to lock it down with this person, or this person realized they want to lock it down with you. So I feel like this relationship is going to need I don't know. I just feel like for the first half of the month, it may feel distant and not really something you're focusing on. But I see love coming here. Okay. Love is going to be coming here, and you will start feeling more fulfilled in it and realizing that you want to like lock it down or secure it. So it could be like, okay, I'm feeling something and now I want to make it feel real. Okay. I want it to feel more real. You're really confused by this person, though. You are very attracted to them, and I feel like you miss this person. It's like I miss how we used to be. So, or I miss being close with you. So I feel like you're very attracted to someone and you feel like they're giving you mixed signals and you're confused. So, deep down you feel kind of confused, but you're very attracted at the same time. But there will be changes in this connection. I know you're getting impatient because my Aries collective has been talking. But I'm telling you, this person and you will go through a change, okay? I really do believe that. Let's see what else is here for you. 3 cards for my Aries. Okay, yeah, see that? I feel like this is that 5 of Cups energy. Is that a 5? Not, okay. Suffering in silence. There is something where you're very emotionally withdrawn and you're feeling distant from your emotions, or you're feeling frustrated emotionally, but you're being quiet about that. With the 4 of Pentacles being there, you're holding back. I don't know. I believe that might be when you're coming to talking to a partner, but conversations will be had with the Triumph success is kind of giving like an Ace of Swords. It could also be talking about this Knight of Swords here. There will be some conversations coming in. Communication will be flying, especially towards the end of the month. So I know that this beginning of the month may again, feel a little stressful, but at the end you'll start feeling very hopeful. Okay. And then we have authority. Yeah, I feel like you're just going to say what you want and say what you need. I feel like you're going to be very focused on sticking up for yourself and asserting yourself and changing the energy because you don't like how this is feeling. And when you don't like something, you just change it. And that is a very admirable quality. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing for you. The signs you could be dealing with, we do have Sagittarius here. That's what I'm seeing for that. And then I also see Gemini. We see Libra, Virgo, Pisces, Taurus. All right, so that is what I'm seeing for you. I want to say like it's almost like a restlessness. It's not so impatient. I feel like it's your restlessness. It's like I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. My dad's an Aries rising, and he's an Aries rising, and I have family members who are some Aries, and I'm just like I'm exhausted. Like we need to I don't think anyone can keep up with my dad but me. Like I can keep up with my dad the most. But yeah, it's just like we gotta go do this, we gotta go do that, we gotta go do this. It's like, okay. It's just a lot. You just have a lot of energy. You do. They want it and they want it now, right? Yeah, that's really how it is. I swear, I think you become your sign, your rising sign, especially as you get older. Because, he's very impatient and demanding. I'm just like, oh my God. Oh, Mom, they said we're going to miss your mom. She's funny and sweet. That's a lie. They didn't say that. That's what I'm saying is a lie. Just kidding. They said that. Just kidding. Okay. You'd think after having a cheesecake you'd be more nice, but no.
You think you would be nice getting a
I didn't eat a cheesecake yet, so I'm not nice. Mom wants to go home. She's ready. She's stuck out. Huh? Yes, Aries baby, Leo teenager, Sag adult. I don't know. My mom doesn't feel like an adult.
No.
I told my mom she has what did I say?
17-year-old soul.
I said she had a 17-year-old soul.
I'm not that
I told she had a personality of a 17-year-old. Cheesecake definitely makes people nice. See, Mom? I feel like I keep hearing in my mind, it's mine and I want it now, or I have to get this change done now. That's crazy, but what do you do? What do you have to do? I get so plagued down by all the things I'd have to do that I'm just like, wow, that's a lot. I think I think too much, but Mom, you're getting so much love on here. She is so attentive and sweet when you're on. Guys, I swear that's only when I'm online.
Oh.
I swear she's not like this in person.
Oh, right.
No, I'm just kidding. When I'm like, Mom, I've fallen down and I can't get up. She's like, you can do it. She just watches me struggle there. But if I'm online and I get injured, I swear she's gonna come and be like, I can help you. Okay, let's get into Pisces. I think with my mom, she feels like the daughter and I feel like the mom. Right, Mom?
No.
I'm just kidding. She said no. Okay. It's funny. All right, let's get into Pisces now. Pisces gang. All right, Pisces. Okay. Mom, you make me laugh. That's one thing she does. She really makes me laugh. Okay, Pisces, on to you. Okay. Huh?
I think you just laugh at yourself.
No, I'm laughing at you.
What did I do?
Just your commentary in the back.
No.
Especially last night. I realized after watching that video last night, or the one that I did not last night, but the night before, that nobody on YouTube could hear this guy singing or belting. But Mom heard it, I heard it, and I think TikTok heard it. So I know you guys didn't, but I swear this guy was belting out for his life. But you guys didn't hear it. So I feel you, Joyce, on what you said. Yes. So, okay, so let's go into Pisces. Pisces, you will start out the beginning of this month with a idea about social focus. Okay, so you could be more socially inclined. Also, you could be here focusing on your friends, your goals to in your friends groups, maybe creating plans with friends. Um, You could also be thinking about your future dreams, what you want within social groups in the future. And yeah, I feel like that's kind of where your head will be at here. Then at the end of the month, that's when you're going to have, you need your healing, you need rest, you need solitude. Okay, so you're going to be kind of going from wanting to be super social at the beginning of the month to being like, I'm exhausted. I need me time. I need to heal. So yeah, first week starts social. Last end of the week starts off introspective. Okay. So that is what I'm seeing for you. Okay. So let's get into it. Wow, your cards are really speaking. Funny. It was loud. He was suffering like the cats out at 3 a.m. I'm telling you, I think because of my microphone here, because this is set up for the computer, which is where the YouTube is. But on TikTok, you don't really hear the microphone, so you could hear all of it. Whereas the YouTube video was so my voice, the noise it canceled out all the noise, so they couldn't hear it. So TikTok definitely heard the belting out way more. They were lucky. Well, at least I have you to say, no, that man was loud as hell. All right. So at least I got you for that. All right. So let's get into Pisces here. All right. So, like, literally, the cards are pretty much speaking exactly like what we said you're going to be dealing with, Pisces. So, we start off here with this Justice card. There is something within your life that you are wanting to balance out, maybe make fair, and maybe your social groups is one of them. With the Hierophant, this is sometimes we talk here about observing group identification and wanting to maybe balance out the energy. Maybe you feel like, okay, I was spending so much time with my family, or, but I didn't really get to spend a lot of time with friends. So maybe to be fair and balance out your life, you're thinking about spending more time with friends at this time, or who you conform with socially, and taking more responsibility to making sure I come together with my friends as well. And you are investing in looking at how can we come together, how can we make this work, with our life, with work and whatever else we have going on, and thinking about fun ways of getting together, finding fun, creative, fun things to do as friends or within a group of people, and wanting to invest in them. Even in your relationship, you could be wanting to, have your partner, be more spending time with other people in your life and including them more, and trying to think of fun ways to hang out, like maybe going bowling or doing like a party idea. I feel like you're still wanting to do something fun. Okay. Yeah, see, like wanting also work, there could be like some, even with coworkers, you may be trying to find ways for, the coworkers to be bonded more and do fun things together as a group, even if it's work. There's something about, you want to find fun things to do as a group with others, even if it is like, let's say you're like Pisces, you're a part of a religious group, like you're trying to think of ways as a whole group to spend time and come together. So, right, like it could just be you wanting to conform to group identity, and you are working towards fun ideas or coming up collaboratively with how we can all bond together. But then along the way, you could be feeling like there's a struggle, and maybe other people aren't being so collaborative with one another within the friend group, or just energetically it's getting exhausting and frustrating to try to make it work. And I feel that you start to realize, I'm going to be maybe more work focused. I'm going to focus on me now. Like maybe I just need to, like, you may be wanting to come together so soon, but maybe, all these things that you're planning needs time, and you're trying to plan them too fast. And it's like, there's the whole year and you're trying to jumble it up in 1 month. And so you may start to realize, we can just set these ideas up and see if they start working out. You might start to get a little bit more cautious. Maybe you start to realize, maybe I don't want to do groups. Maybe I want to hang out one-on-one. So I think towards the middle of the month, you start to change up your energy and realize you need to change your priorities, right? Judgment card, Knight of Pentacles, change my priorities. I do see here with the Moon card, maybe there's a part of you that feels like, I just need to go back to me. I need to withdraw to focus on me, to work on me now. It's like I've been working on helping everyone else and doing everything else for everybody else and being collaborative and work on everyone else. But what about me? Like, I'm actually emotionally drained here with the 5 of Cups. So this is where at the end of the month, you are going to start to want to heal, need to rest, realize you're depleted, exhausted even, and just feeling maybe even a sense of frustration that you've worked so hard to put these plans together and people are fighting with one another or creating problems. Like, I can't do this. They said also they wanted to come and then nobody showed up, right? Like something like that, Pisces, where you get really frustrated and it's like, why am I doing all this effort and work for what? And feeling like, all right, maybe I'm just imagining like something that isn't going to work out and I've exhausted all my energy. And if it's not that, then it could just be, okay, I did this, I put these things together, they were fun, but now, again, I'm starting to feel emotionally drained or saddened or just frustrated, and I don't have anything more to give, and I just need to go back to Pisces world. Back to the motherland, Pisces. Here you go, to the moon. So it's like, it's like, there you go. Going back inside, back to do the work, back into the astral projecting, into other worlds, That's where you're going. And you might be just like self-focused, working on passion projects, starting to remember like, wait, I forgot I was working on this and that. And, I'm sad because I stopped my progress on where I was focused, like my work or my creativity. So I think you start to change up and you start to withdraw to get really determined on you're healing and needing interest, like just focusing on finding some introspection at that time and focusing on yourself. Okay, so that's literally what I'm seeing. I feel like work is actually going to be your focus too, like focusing on career plans and ideas as well. I don't know why I'm getting a lot of career for you, but sometimes when you're dealing with the 11th house, it could be your social image, but that could be your social image, could be your career. So that, your career and your social image or your friend group could be hand in hand with your career, right? So that could be going hand in hand. All right, what about love for my Pisces? Okay, when it comes to your relationship, Pisces, I feel that that's kind of on the back burner. I think that when it comes to somebody and your version of them, there's a little bit of an idealistic approach with them. You're kind of dreaming and fantasizing them more than it's being realistic. With the nine of swords being here, that's 9 999. 999. Okay, so yeah, with the nine of cups being here, you're idolizing them, or maybe you're living out a fantasy in your mind about them that isn't the reality, because with the nine of swords being here, that's talking about feeling paralyzed, not really being able to see it clearly, and feeling frustrated that it's not happening the way you wanted it to within. I don't know if this was in a group setting, like, and your partner's included in that, or your romantic interest is. They very much well could be. Um, but yeah, here with the 3 9s, it's like your surroundings are affecting your mood in your love life, which is stressing you out. So it could be like all this stress about trying to get people to hang out together and be together is affecting your love life. And, you think it's going to bring you and your relationship even closer together, but um, it's actually not doing much for your relationship at all. And so here with the justice card, justice card has come out twice. You may be, realizing that you have to make a decision on what matters most. And I think you're very defensive towards, I feel like you're just defensive, period, in general. And you're trying to persevere through like resistance at this time, aside from the relationship. And I think you're still attracted to them, but they're not your main focus because you're working on other things. So it's like, I think whatever's happening with them, they're fine. But like, you may not be able to really give to them because they're just not your main focus right now. Or this love interest is just in the background because you got focusing on work and friends and other things. That it's not that you don't love them or there aren't good things happening in your relationship, but I'm just getting like, you just stay there, you'll be fine. It's just like, I feel like you're attracted to them, and when you need to prioritize them in your life, like you want to have sex with them or you want to go on a date with them, okay, I will, but you're not my main focus right now. I'm still attracted to you, but I'm kind of just comfortable with where we are. We're doing fine, everything's all right. Like, it's just seeming like relationship is feeling like it's okay, but you could be leaning on them for emotional support when you're stressed and they're not really helping you. They're honestly maybe even making you more defensive towards other people. So you're like, they're not being very helpful. And so, yeah, I'm still attracted to you, but you go over there. Okay. Like, that's how you could be feeling about this person. Like, you're not helping me. But I feel like it's a secure relationship overall. And I feel like you're putting them on the back burner right now. Like, love is kind of like, I feel like you're in something or dealing with someone and it's feeling steady and it's fine. That's all it's fine. But like, when it comes to the, like, maybe expressing your own, like if you're going through something and you need to heal or whatever, it's like, I feel like you're even wanting to distance them a little bit because it's just like energy is draining you. I'm honestly getting a headache. So you could be feeling like it's just all so overwhelming that it's just not my focus. That's what I'm getting. Like, it's just not my focus. You could be fantasizing someone you're very attracted to, and that's kind of where you keep them as a fantasy. If you're just talking to someone, you're kind of just fantasizing them for now. Okay, so what I'm hearing is, especially with the friends or your future vision of what you want to happen, I think you're trying to create foundations now. So you're trying to like build a lot of plans, or you're trying to work at something right now. But it's saying no matter how much effort you put into it, Pisces, it's going to take time to grow. It's going to take time and you're going to have to wait. I know that you're starting things and you want to see grow now, but I'm hearing it's not. This is something that requires investment, time, and energy. And if other people aren't going to help you in the process or be collaborative, there's only so much you can do. So, yeah, like wait for it to grow. It's going to take time, and destiny's playing out in the way that it needs to. So, and you don't have a hand in that part. So, if things aren't coming together, go back into your world and accept where it is. But I think you might have to sacrifice some things, and you might, yeah, with the throat chakra being here, it's like later on you may realize you sacrificed too much and you're tired of it. And that's something you may not realize right now. All right. Like you're pushing things too hard for an outcome. And it might be, if you keep pushing so hard, you might be pushing people in the opposite direction and go through this emotional loss of self, strained. All right, so that is what I'm feeling for you. Signs you could be dealing with. We have Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Libra, Sagittarius. Okay. So you could have those signs or be dealing with them. And now we're going to get into Aquarius, last but not least. You will be having a birthday at the end of this month. So happy birthday to my Aquarians as well as that's why I wanted to end with you guys. Okay. you just explained me and my ex fight the other week about his friends. Yeah. And he's a Pisces. Okay. Yeah. That's funny. You're welcome. You're welcome, Stella. Okay, so Aqua, we're going to get you at 307.20. Okay, let's put you there. Okay, so at the first half of the week, Aquarius risings, you will be kind of doing the opposite. Okay, so at the first half of this week, of the weeks of January, you're going to be feeling quite exhausted, reflective, and needing to maybe even having a lot of psychic, intuitive visions at this time. Maybe your dreams are really heavy with the 12th house being there. So you may even be needing to find closure through your quiet at this time, maybe even being quite reflective. So that's what I see happening for the first couple weeks for Aquarius. And then you get into the end of the month and you're feeling confident, visible, and feeling like you're ready to come out as you are, being in the first house. So you will be starting off the month quiet and ending it very powerfully. Okay. So that is what I'm seeing for my Aquarians. So let's see here. Jonathan left. Jonathan left. All right. So let's see what's happening for my Aquariuses. Yes, Aquarius risings might be feeling this a little bit more right now, but Aquarius suns can also be. Okay, I love this energy. So I feel like Aquarians at the beginning of the month, you're trying to come off fully integrated, like fully full and complete in who you are and where you stand in terms of the way that you identify yourself. Here with the Hermit card, with the Hangman being here, you have to let go though. You got to let go of some of your comfort. And I think, and also let go of some of the ways that maybe you've been plugging yourself down here with the Knight of Swords, right? And there has been some ways that you've been very self-restrictive, just feeling like, I don't know how to move. I don't know how to do this. And it's just like, maybe it's just an acceptance period where you are kind of needing to let go of a world that you were once comfortable in because it's not comfortable anymore. And so with the Wheel of Fortune being here, this is excitement though. This is an exciting part of your destiny, a time where life is changing for you, whether you like it or not. And I feel like this has to come. Oh, you also have 3 nines where you are feeling like with the 9 of Pentacles, I'm comfortable in who I am. I've outgrown parts of myself and I've also accepted parts of myself and I am who I am. And that's just me standing in where I wish to be. And I wish to be comfortable in who I am and stand on it and not second guess myself for others or anything, anyone, any situation. I feel like last year was a lot of you second guessing yourself. And I think you're moving out of analysis paralysis and moving into this is what, like, right, with the 12th house being here, fantasizing who am I and projecting that outward. So maybe you're even visualizing what is my higher self or what is the visualization of who I am. And that's where you could be getting some psychic awareness or some intel in on who do I wish to be and why can't I be that? And am I already that? Maybe who you wish to be is already who you are. And that's something maybe you just need to accept. Who I wish to be is already who I am. So here with the Justice card, take responsibility for that. I am who I am and I take responsibility for that. Okay, I talk too much. Yeah, that's me. I don't have many friends. Okay, yeah, that's me. Oh, I don't go out and I don't date. Yeah, that's me, right? It's like accepting who you are and not being like, well, it's because this. No, no, right? But I still think you're in between on that. But I think you're starting to visualize the person who you are. And I think things will just change the way it's meant to. And there's nothing you need to do. There's nothing you need to do. I saw this thing and I was going to talk about it for somebody else. I think Debbie's here. It's actually going to be for Debbie. And I will try to show you guys actually in a visual because I feel like this is important for Aquarians. So I was talking about Joe Dispenza because you guys know I love him. All right, so let's say a lot of my people come on here for love, right? This is for everybody. It's not just for Aquarius. Love. Okay, love is the vibrational match here, right? Vibrational match, vibrational match. We focus on an L, or you can focus on a heart or something like that. Then you go intentions and the emotions. And then there's like another part for like, let's say, experiences that would give you, right? So you'll write your intentions down. What is love? What does love intentionally look like? What are the emotions I feel when I want love, when I am love? What are they, right? Okay, so you write them down, you write the intention, and then you write the experiences that would happen when you are love or when you want love, right? I would focus on when you are love. Okay, so let's say when you want love, your intention is to be I don't know, like what are your intentions? Like, what are the intentions here when you want to be in love? Your intentions are that I want to have meaningful experiences. I want to go on lovely dates. I'm just making some up. Some maybe I want to feel like I'm at home with my partner. My intention is to have a house. My intention is to have kids. My intention is to travel while being in love. My intention is to be a stay-at-home mom while I'm in love with my partner. My intention is to date multiple people when I'm in love. I date multiple people when I love, right? I don't care. I'm just saying, what are your intentions when you love and how does it show? What is the intention of what you want to feel? Then the emotion, okay? So when I'm in love, I feel free. I feel safe. I feel like, what are the emotions I feel excited, I feel free, I feel joyous, I feel happy, right? Those are the emotions. So intentions, emotions, they're different. The emotion is free, safe, happy, joyous, peaceful. The intention is, I don't know, some will be marriage, some will be multiple people, some will be children, no children, right? Like, what are you looking for? And then the experiences that happen. So, right, if you want marriage, wedding, um, 2 kids, 3 kids, right? The experiences that you'll have buying a house together, cooking together, shopping together, going on luxurious trips together, right? So, this is like a way that you can do it. Now, what you don't do is how win. And that is the universe. That is destiny. That is your wheel of fortune here. Okay. So when you are thinking about this, you don't think about the how or the when. You just think about the intention and the emotion and the experiences. And then the universe, God, does the rest. Okay. So that's just a little thing for you guys if you want to try to visualize that. It's really fun. I've done it a couple times. I've done it for my job, right? So I'll be like, J for job, right? Um, so like for instance, like if you don't want to do love and you want to do job, the intention is I want to work from home. I want to be independent. Um, my intention is to make 6 figures. My intention is to work from home. My intention is to travel while I work. Okay, right. Like, what are your intentions? And then the emotion, it's freeing, it's exciting. I help, or well, I guess intentions would be like mine. I put like helping others, but emotions, happy, energetic, free, safe. I don't know, whatever the emotions are, exciting, thrilling, whatever, happy. And then the experiences. So in my job, I want to experience people saying I've helped them. I imagine helping people. I see like happy faces all around me. I see me getting promotions. I see my bank account. Um whatever it is you want for yourself, right? Within the job. So that's how you kind of do it. So I just want to help you guys that because I'm seeing here with the Wheel of Fortune to the Nine of Cups. This is you visualizing your future. Okay. And I think some of you might be doing that here and taking some responsibility for it. And then that's the duality, taking some responsibility by visualizing it, and then the other responsibility is destiny, the how and when. You don't think in 5 years from now. No, you don't think like when. You just think it's meant for me. It's happened. I put it in God's hands. I put it in the universe's hands. So it is. Dun, dun. Bye. Ship it off. Right, so that's that part. Okay, so that's what I see for you guys. I see you guys being comfortable with where you are, accepting where you are, like, and the rest is in destiny's hand. And a part of it, you will naturally, when you are vibrating on it, it naturally comes to you. And even the effort that you put in does not feel like effort. It feels effortless because you like, even God or the universe will give you the energy to go do it. Like, you will naturally want to go do these things. You'll feel inclined. I don't know why. I want to go here. I want to go there, right? Like meeting somebody. You could be like, I don't know why, but I feel like going dancing tonight, right, mom? And then like you might meet somebody because you this whole time are like, I really want to go dancing. Something's telling me I gotta go dancing, right? And so like you go and then you meet somebody, but you wanted to go dancing, right? Like that came from inspired action. So the universe does play too. And then who you meet, how you meet them, that's destiny. So it's like the same thing. All right, so let's get into love here for you guys. What's happening for love for my Aquarians? Okay, another 9. That's 4 9s now. Major change in your environments. You could be moving from where you live. You could be moving country, moving careers. But there's a major shift happening with 4 9s being here. And it's not saying that things are done, but there's major shifts that are at play. I feel like even the way that you appear in your environments are changing. Like you just feeling so comfortable in who you are in where you stand and being fully accepting of yourself in that allows you to grow like with a better expression outwardly. Okay. And if you guys think about Aquarius, where you were last year, 2026 is a whole new slate for you. Okay. Whole new slate. I remember some of y'all where you were last year because I was here with you and y'all were sad and y'all were like, what the hell is this? And like, can we already redo 2025 like in the first 4 weeks? Not this year. Okay. This year you're feeling more calm, better, secure. So that just shows you what can happen in a year. So remind yourself that. Because I remember some of y'all were here, not happy, not happy. But now you guys seem so much happier. So like even if things haven't fully changed, there's a part of you that can say it has changed, right? So that is just an influence in itself, which makes me so happy for you guys. Like that's why I love like being here with you guys through the journey and being here and all your love and support just means so much because I love seeing how much you guys grow through the good and the bad. But that's just life, right? We're still going through it. And I remember some of y'all last year, January, December, sad. And this year, like right now, I feel like you're all staying pretty calm and centered and just like mentally in a better place. So I think a lot of my Aquarians feel that way. But here with the Three of Cups to the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like when it comes to maybe like groups of people socially or romantically, I feel like you're done blurring the lines of where we stand. You know, you don't want to be in the in between in relationships. I feel like you've recognized that they were fun times, or, you know, it was fun kind of being in the in between. But with the Eight of Pentacles being in reversed here, it's kind of giving like, there's been a lot of frustrations. Also, for some of my Aquarians, if this small portion, if you've been trying to get pregnant, fertility may have been an issue. Um, I feel here like the fog has been cleared from the illusion that you can't or you won't. So there's something here you may be finding out you're pregnant for some of my Aquarians. I don't know. But yeah, you could here be feeling like in terms of sharing company with others or enjoying the company of others or wanting to be social, you may not be feeling the most social at this time. And um, you may be feeling like the fog is lifted from the illusions of the effort being created by the lack of effort people want to put in. And so there may be some endings here. Okay. Within social environments or romantic groups, there may be some endings. In terms of who you spend your time with also will change the partnerships you enter into. But I will say, um, be careful of paranoia and impatience when it comes to your romantic life. And you may be dropping the illusions or dropping the fear of who you're spending your time with. Like, I feel like at this point, you're like, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Like, drop the paranoia, Aquarians. That's what's being said here. You need to drop it and you need to put yourself out there and go out there more. And, you know, maybe you need a little bit of you needs to do a little bit of pushing here to get yourself out of this. And maybe the more you put yourself out there, the more you'll be able to grow past this, because there's just a lot of paranoia or illusion when it comes to romantic partners and trusting them and this and that. Like, it's just, you keep running a replay of like fear. And it's saying here, like, that's ending. You need to end that and have faith in where you're going with these people or in these situations. Yes, 2025, I was a hermit. I think if there was someone from your past, you're ending it. You will not take this person back. You may not even consider them as friends. Like, you are harshly cutting them out. Like, for real. You are this past person, no more. No, it has to end with you. It has to. I will not let you back in. I just can't trust you. And once my trust is broken, I can't. And I think you're just like, you know, I was not stuffy and immediately I just got clogged. And so, like, this could be energetically draining you and creating issues in your romantic life. Like, this person from your past has created issues for you this whole time. They've just been a block. And I think there's an awareness inwardly that you know that this past person is the reason why your relationships haven't been working. And you're just done. You're so done with it. I will not let it come into my year. And I think the moment that you realize it fully is done and you fully accept it is done, Ace of Wands, new lover. Somebody new's coming in, Ace of Wands. And you clearly see that a lot of the burdens was you in your way of your own paranoia. And so it's like, I think you just need to go in excited, passionate, putting your fears behind you. If they hurt me, I've been hurt before, I'll get back up. Like, just get excited about what love looks like and how do I express myself outwardly in love and see it come through. With the Page of Wands, you have someone here who really is excited and it wants to maybe ask you out. So yeah, put yourself out there. If it doesn't work out, doesn't work out. But at least you're putting yourself out there here. Page of Wands. Go on that trip. Book that flight. Go have fun. Go see what's out there. You might meet someone while you're traveling. You might meet someone out of the blue. But you got to be open and you got to have those experiences to go do that. So that's what it's saying here, Aquarius. Let's see what else we got here from Spirit. Oh, you're spot on. Your work is gravy. Thank you. Aw, thanks. That's so sweet. Thank you. You're welcome, you guys. Yeah, there's some inner disruption still that you have to break through. There are things when you see in others, it's like you have a trip booked on your B-Day. There's nothing better than a trip on your birthday. So congrats. Like, that's going to be I'm so excited for you. I don't know. For me, like, if I'm not traveling on my birthday, what is a birthday? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't enjoy my birthday if I'm not traveling. Like, I just want to go. I don't care if it's a weekend. I don't care if it's a week. I love traveling on my birthday. That's all I want to do. Bon voyage, you know. I love it. You have to go back to, maybe you need to work on your root chakra. You got to go back to the beginning. All right, with the Solitude card being here, you really may. You may have to go back to just like focusing back on the basics. And I think that's why it's saying the first half, you're going to be feeling like I really need to be alone. Like, I really need to be alone. Oh, she left already. She already went to bed. That was a joke. Because this is your whole energy system, right? That's your root chakra. It's like your sense of stability, your sense of belonging, your physical presence in the world. Some of you guys are going to be focusing on your physical appearance, working on your physical. So that could be something. I feel like there's a lot of still fear and anxiety and insecurities you have to get through. I'm not saying there's going to be a joyride, but again, instead of focusing on who you're going to be happy with where you are. Like, finding that gratitude attitude. How are you finding security in your everyday life? Are you grounded in your body? Are you confident and present with where you stand? Some of you guys need to just maybe spend time in nature, or even if, I know it's really cold right now for some of us. So maybe it is just like, putting on a picture of a tree and meditating on a tree and standing firm in, figuring where you stand fully in self. Some of you guys, you could do this with like child pose. If you guys like child pose, you could do that. But I feel like you have to remember, like, I really am safe, right? I feel like all my needs are met. I have food, I have water, I have a house. All right. I know like some of us may not have love or have like children if you want it, or have some of you guys may be missing family, parents, partners who've passed. But like, where are you? You know, where are your needs met, and focusing on them. And I am grounded in this present moment. I am grateful for this moment, right? Like, I'm very grateful for being with all of you here right now. So it's again like just trying to remember I am safe. I'm grounded in this moment. And this will help shift the subconscious fear into confidence. And maybe that's what's needed, more time to remind ourselves I truly am safe with where I am. Right? So I haven't traveled in 8 years. I have to find myself. So I deserve. You do. You definitely need to go. No. You know, I love just messing with my mom. I was waiting for her commentary, but she went to bed. So it's fine. She's good. You're working on your figure. I love that. Okay, that's awesome. So yeah, you guys, I do really see you here getting focused. Remember, you are safe in the present moment. Everything is fine. You're good, and you are grounded. So like, remember just keeping that sense of stability for yourself, because when it comes to what you don't have, that's where you're, that's the problem. Like, not saying it's a problem, but sometimes you just need the reminder. Aquarians are very future focused. We are future focused people. We're always thinking about the future. But that's where you need to be reminded of where you are right now, where you stand currently. And I think that's going to just like help you be okay. It's okay. So forward focused. So what you got to do, where you're dreaming, where you're going. Relax in now. Relax in the now. Now, if there's things you need to do in the next week to get ready for your travel plans, that's different. But sit just comfortably and just focus on your safety. I love that. I just tell myself I'm safe, not hungry, not homeless. I just be crazy sometimes. Right. So like just like reminding the small wins. I can walk, I can breathe. Because if we keep like, you know, vibing with like what else is going on out there, what they spin at, what they throw at us, what they tell at us, it's just like it's exhausting for all of us, and it can really drain our energy. But what's happening to a group of people, what's true for you, can be so different. And yeah, it's like sometimes we read those things or we see those things out there, and it really boggles us, and we need that remembrance that where we are, where we could be really grateful in that moment. So yeah, because in your head you're always in the future. And that's the thing, is like sometimes it's like we're even thinking about the past, like where we were last year, right? But if we're in the past, then we're thinking about, okay, but where are we going in the future? And then we're everywhere but where we need to be, which is right now, which is all really where all we need to focus on is where we need to be right now and what we're doing right now, not what we're doing in, like, yes, there's goals. I'm not saying don't have goals for yourself, but every day, like, we're here, we're aligned. So thank you guys for being here. I like ending on this note with my Aquarian gang. So I hope you guys are feeling present, supported, and stable, in self. So lots of love to you guys. Happy New Year. I really enjoyed this read. I will be doing a subscriber only video Sunday night. So you guys can catch me on live. I'll be answering, I will go through all the 12 zodiac signs, but I think I'll be doing like quick mini reads for all 12. And then we'll get into personal questions for you guys, okay? So if you are a subscriber, then that will happen for you. All right, so I will see you guys then. All right, good night, guys. Bye. I'm glad it was on point for you guys. Thank you. I do see my views, And I do know that like it's saying that like 60% of people who watch me do not subscribe. So if you guys can follow me on YT and YouTube and TikTok, I appreciate you all and have a happy new year. Bye guys. Okay. Bye.